everybody, and welcome back to Crime in Sports.
Yay!
Yay, indeed, Jimmy. Yay, indeed. My name is James Petrogallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmy Wissman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us today on another crazy, wild, insane, downhill edition of Crime in Sports. We're doing part 2 of Quintin Dailey here. He has just been dethroned as the new hot shit thing in Chicago by Michael Jordan, which is the biggest overshadow
guy ever.
The biggest shadow of all time. And you play his position, and you're like, hey, give me some credit. Like, not going to work.
Well, it is nice that he did have a throne for Michael.
He did to take from him. Yeah, well, his throne said like disappointment on it because he was just like a disappointing guy. But we'll get into all that and more. Definitely head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your #1 merchandise. We got everything up there from skateboards to coffee cups. You can't beat it. Then get your tickets for live shows as well for Small Town Murder. We are September 18th in Milwaukee, September 19th in Minneapolis. Those are the next two. And then Dallas, San Jose, Sacramento, Terrytown, and Boston. So get in there now. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your tickets. Definitely, as well as that, head over to Patreon and get yourself Patreon. That's what you need. Patreon.com/crime in sports, just like the name of this show. What happens there is you give us $5, essentially. Anybody $5 a month or above. You
First
get
things first.
First things first. Well, yeah, you don't get anything until you pay for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to McDonald's, you give them money, they give you a hamburger. That's how it works. You don't eat the hamburger and go, I don't know. So, yeah, you give us the money, and then you get all sorts of shit. Now, #1, as soon as you subscribe, you're going to get like almost 400 back bonus episodes you've never heard before. So that's a lot to catch up on. Then you get new ones every other week, 1 crime in sports, 1 small town murder, and you get all of it, just all of it. And this week, no different. This week, one of our most popular ones is back, personal ads for crime in sports. We find out how people found love in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, or actually 80s, 90s, 2000s. And it was through the newspaper. When you were done finding love, your hands were black with ink. So that's how it worked. And then for Small Town Murder, we are going to talk about that new documentary, it looks like here, from the polls. Although the polls are still open, there's 2 more days left. But looking like
you better hurry because I'm furiously sending emails.
Yeah, Jimmy's voted an awful lot. He's made so many email addresses to vote. It's wild here. He's Jimmy Wissman at .everything that's ever been invented.
Andrew Jackson at gmail.com.
All of it. That's a Small Town Murder joke. You have to listen to Small Town Murder to get that, which you should do anyway. But yeah, do that. It's that FLDS documentary, the false prophet one, the Trust Me, False Prophet.
Me.
And it is insanity.
Trust us.
You want to see just like a hive mind lose control. This is what's going on here. It's crazy stuff. Patreon.com/crime in sports. And you get everything we put out. Crime in sports, your stupid opinions, and Small Town Murder, all ad-free. With your Patreon. And on top of all of that, you also get a shout out at the end of the show too. Jimmy will fuck your name all up for you. Don't worry about that. So that said, Quintin Dailey part 2, everybody. Let's do it. January 29th, 1985, Chicago Tribune. Here we go. The headline is Dailey takes shot at Bulls coaches.
What'd he say?
Because it's their fault that Michael Jordan's 100 times better than him at basketball. That's the problem. He said, I might be a tough guy, but I still have feelings.
Oh,
now we're going to feel sorry for Quintin now. That's just amazing.
Just because I rock don't mean I'm made of stone.
Come on now. This is hilarious. Controversy swirled up all over again the moment Quintin Dailey walked into the Bulls practice on Monday. He was 40 minutes late. The day everyone else was reacting to the stinging criticism he leveled at the Bulls coaches in the Sunday's edition of the Daily Herald in Northwest suburb. He ripped the coaches in the Sunday paper and then showed up late for fucking practice the next day. Can you imagine that?
Super late.
Wow. It's one thing to say they suck, but then you show up late, which is they've
already ran wind sprints.
Oh, people have full sweater. I mean, they're pouring sweat. The guys are coming out chamoising still already.
And he's walking in sweatpants still.
Wow. He said, quote, I might be the toughest guy in the world, but I still have feelings. There's times when I cry, and I'm not ashamed of it. Yeah.
Okay.
He says he keeps things bottled up, but he let loose Sunday and just let out. It was his emotions got the best of him when he was talking about.
A little.
Yeah, he said it all started the first day of camp. Now I understand. I have tremendous respect for Michael Jordan.
Do you?
That's his first line. Now understand, I get. He's
I'm going to say some disrespectful shit.
way better. He's a great athlete and a phenomenal basketball player. And I could care less how much pub the man gets because ultimately it's good for all of us. But
Well, buckle up because the next 20 years are going to be crazy.
Yeah, well, next 20? He's still the top-selling shoe salesman on earth. The man wore a Hitler mustache in a goddamn commercial, and nobody cared. That's how popular he is.
He just rubbed a child's ass on TV, and
Nobody
he's
cares.
still Michael Jordan.
It's wild. He said, but from the first day, the coaches, mainly Kevin Lockerty and assistant Fred Carter, have had 3 ways they treat people. One for Michael Jordan, one for Orlando Woolridge and Steve Johnson. Okay, that's 2. Mm-hmm. And one for me and one for everyone else. Okay, well, that's 4 different things.
That's 4.
That's 4. Right away, your math is off.
And then their families, and they have one for their kids.
Yeah, well, Michael Jordan is going to be the franchise, and they know that.
Yeah.
So they're going to treat him a little bit different.
And the face of the league.
He's right from the start. He's more of a business partner than he is really a guy. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Orlando Woolridge is a little off. That's another thing. So you got to kind of treat. He's like having Dennis Rodman on the team. Not quite, but Dennis Rodman. Everybody had different rules for Dennis Rodman because he couldn't play in the league if you had regular rules for him. You let him do these rules, and he'll get you 20 rebounds, and that's all you need from him. So that's it.
Did Woolridge play for the Magic or Pistons?
He was the Lakers before that, and then he got around after that.
Yeah, he bounced around. I had several of his cards. I remember that.
And that's the problem. He bounced around because he's a guy you got to kind of treat a certain way. He's not a real easy guy to deal with. And then one for everybody else, and that's the guys who are replaceable. That's the thing. You got Jordan, not replaceable. You treat him a certain way.
And then you got Jed Bushler down at the end of the bench.
Yeah, the guys who you can just get a free agent or a second-round draft pick to replace on the bench, they get treated however they get treated. Yeah. That's how sports work. Right. You should see the comedy industry. Wow, if you want to see different treatment, check that out. Go in a green room where there's a host, a feature, and a headliner.
Yeah.
And watch the owner of the club stop by the green room and see how different people are treated. It's pretty funny.
See if that host is even acknowledged.
Yeah. See if he stands in the fucking corner by the bathroom like a jerk off while the owner
reads a notebook.
Nods to him. Yeah.
Hoping to impress him to maybe get another weekend in 2 weeks.
Yep. That's where you're at, homie. You're the host by the bathroom right now. This fucking Quintin here. He says, Michael didn't ask for it, but he was their boy. And I was at the other end, the one who could do nothing right. And that eventually got to me. Jordan's got great natural talent, but he's still learning the NBA game. But even when he'd take a messed up shot or throw a bad pass during the preseason, the coaches would be over clapping their hands and giving him encouragement and everything, which is fine because you shouldn't mess with a rookie's confidence. Mm-hmm. Now, with me, it was the exact opposite. And you know, as well as anybody else, that my job on offense is to put the ball in the hole from the outside. After everything I've been through, if I couldn't do that, I'd probably be managing a 7-Eleven somewhere. I don't think anyone would let you manage anything, first of all. No. You might run a register.
Yeah.
But you got to deal with inventory and shifts and paychecks and shit. Manager's complicated. I don't think you can pull that off. You can't pull off getting to practice on time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're showing up 40 minutes late.
You show up 40 minutes late at 7-Eleven, you're fired. It's
over. They got another guy already.
That's it. Yeah, they had to keep the store open. There's one guy there, so...
He already filled out his W-2.
Yeah, you're gone. He said, but when I missed my shot during camp, they were all over me. Because you're not a rookie.
Right.
It's also different. If you have a first-round draft pick that's a rookie and your rookie year, I bet they did. I bet they kissed your little balls.
Probably, yeah.
So I don't get it. He claims the coaches blame him for early season losses to the Bucks, criticizing shot selection and him being overweight. Well, is Michael Jordan fat right now? Probably not.
No, he's, matter of fact, the skinniest he's ever been.
You show up late and out of shape and you want people to kiss your ass? I don't know. Fucking do some sit-ups and show up on time and get some, I don't understand what he's talking about.
If you showed up on time, you wouldn't be overweight.
That's the thing. And I get that he's a rookie, so you can't project Michael Jordan's career on right now. That wouldn't be like fair, I guess, to
It only took
what Quintin's saying. But no, within 3 years, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's him and fucking Magic and Bird are the lead.
Pretty amazing
period.
what he did.
It's the three of them. I mean, Wilkins comes up and he's real exciting and shit, but it's Jordan. It's the guy. He's the guy.
And really, that whole generation of like 10 years that Jordan's first 10 years had, a stockpile of incredible fucking talent.
He's the most amazing athlete you've ever seen back then. As far as like he could just hang in that hang time shit. He just would float there. You'd watch
and he was
guys
playing against
two
Larry
guys would
Nance.
go up. And a guy would start coming down, and he'd still be hanging there.
He'd still be going up.
That's like holy shit.
How is Larry Nance coming down already?
Yeah, and it was when he did it, the times he did it. You know, he's a fucking assassin. So that was that thing. By the way,
the shocking level of talent back then. I mean, I watched the NBA today, and it's the
guys
the
are
level of
incredibly
talent
talented.
is entirely different.
No, and the guys today, there are more skilled players today.
Yeah.
There are more. That's what I don't get is they could play such a better game because the guys are more skilled. They just are because they start when they're 3 going to basketball camps and shit. Back then it was a bunch of playground guys and things like that. Or you played organized sports, and a lot of those guys played other sports growing up too. They weren't just concentrating on basketball. So they have more developed skills, which should mean a better game, not just a lot of 30-foot jump shots, which is what we end up with. But
it's also like
that's more of the style, not really the players.
I hate saying back then. That makes me feel so old, and I realize 45.
You are
I
old.
fucking am.
As we say, we're old. That's why. Period. There's no.
It's
no
just
way around it.
interesting that every team had several really great players. And those several really great players could carry them to the. And every year you'd have the. Usually the same 8 on either side, East and West, but you'd have a couple sneak in that would be different on the East or the West.
Totally.
Orlando would make the playoffs. The Bucks would
get your
wildly make the
surprises,
playoffs.
and that's every goddamn league is the same way. Look at the NFL. You know who's going to fucking be there. That might be the wonkiest of all of them, but in the other leagues, you know who's going to be good in the first month of the season, and you're like, okay, that's that. They're going to be there, and the fucking Dodgers are good every year, and this one you'll get a surprise. Kansas City will come up one year, and Pittsburgh will have a good year or whatever. But it's just one of those things.
It was so fun though.
It's just different because I don't like how people now act like because there was 3 guys at the end of the bench back then that were basically fucking goons because it was a different game.
Right.
You had to have guys who could go in and have fouls for Shaq. Like you had to.
Yeah.
That was part of the game back then, whereas you don't need that now. Your Joe Kleins and your guys like that, whose job was literally getting Shaq's way for a minute or getting that center, getting Olajuwon's way.
Sure.
Draw 3 fouls and then get your ass back on the bench. That's it. Yeah. So,
the guy that got face fucked by Shaq from at the Lakers, what was I forget his name?
New people, they act like the guy who got face fucked by. I know who you're talking about.
Dudley.
Okay. Yeah. But they act like all the guys back then were that. And it's like, no, that's not. I saw a video the other day where they're like, Blake Griffin's by far the best in-game dunker of all time. And I'm like, has anybody not seen a Dominique Wilkins highlight reel? Or a Sean Kemp early 90s highlight?
Stacey Augmon.
Watch Sean Kemp fucking dunk on people. Watch
crazy.
Dominique Wilkins had dunks that were looked like the rim was going to fucking come down, and not because he's 300 pounds hanging on it, because he smashed into it so goddamn hard. I mean, he was killing people.
David Robinson had excellent dunks.
Julius Erving, for Christ's sake, floated around and did. What are we talking about? So I don't know. Whatever. It's all different eras. People always think that shit.
That's a young person. That's what that is.
And I think it's also too. It's every league is like that. They say that about the NFL too. Well, it's like, okay, there was a couple guys back then who probably couldn't play now, but you don't think Lawrence Taylor could come on and come and play right now? Right. You don't think Barry Sanders could dominate the league right now?
Do it right now anyway.
Jesus Christ, they'd probably get thrown out of the league in 3 games for injuring somebody. Now you can't tackle like that. Yeah, you get sued. But like guys like, your Barry Sanders, even back further, Jim Brown. Jim Brown will fuck people up now, just like he did then. Gail Sayers, fast as shit is fast as shit.
Chris Carter, just fucking 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Christ,
20 years ago.
20. He was retired by 2005.
I want to die right now. That is crazy.
So anyway, he goes on to say, well, 2 days later, talking about the Bucks, he said, well, 2 days later, we got the Monday night game at home against Milwaukee again. At the shoot-around at Angel Guardian that morning, they're still over there, Lockery and Carter yelling at me about taking crazy shots. Lockery and Carter, did these guys think I didn't have a TV set when I was a kid? They were two of the worst shot selection people to ever put on a uniform, and they'd throw the ball. And they'd throw the ball up from anywhere, and now they're telling me not to take crazy shots? Yeah, the same way their coaches were saying, stop taking crazy fucking shots back then.
Yeah.
Same thing happened probably.
That's very funny, though.
That is very funny.
I mean, that Walton's kid coaches now. Are people going to tell him, shut the fuck up, don't coach me, I've watched you play?
That's what I mean. You can't do that. You can't have a baseball manager and be like, you have a 232 lifetime average. Right. Don't tell me. That doesn't matter. My job is to tell you how to hit. Not for me to hit, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm done hitting.
Otherwise, the only coaches would be all-time Hall of Fame greats, and they don't usually like to coach.
And they're not doing this because they made enough money to not be here.
Yeah, and it pisses them off otherwise. Larry Bird, he looked like he was going to have a stroke every game when he was coaching. He was just like, why can't you just do it the way, you son of a bitches, just do it correctly. I could do it, and I'm slow. Look at me. Yeah. So anyway, he said that Quintin said he went home and began brooding and watching cartoons and videos. That's what I do when I brood.
I turn into a child.
I watch 1985 cartoons. I put some He-Man on and I fucking really zone in.
Watch a little Tom and Jerry.
Get a little G.I. Joe going and I'm locked in. It's good. So that's what he did. And that was when he decided to take a stand. Jerry inspired him to take a stand against that big cat. He said he would intentionally skip the game that night. He stayed in his apartment, turned on the phone answering machine, and watched television all night.
Okay.
Well, and you're like, you're wondering why your coaches are hard on you.
You're literally distancing yourself from everything and putting a television and a answering machine in between you and the world.
You're no call, no showing. Again, at 7-Eleven, fired.
New guy is already here.
Gone. Yeah, don't bother coming back.
We switched the locks, man.
Wow. He said, well, the next morning, I'm down in Rod Thorne's office, the general manager, and he's telling me what a troublemaker I am and how no team in the league would touch me. So I just said, fine, then release me and let me go out and make my own deal.
Yeah.
Well, he's never going to do that because he can't afford to do that because he gambled on me when I came to town, and if I mess up, he screwed up. You know, because I'm his pick. So, you know, if he gets rid of me, he's admitting that he's an asshole. So Dailey said Monday that most of that is behind him and that the coaching staff, quote, is a good one, and I still respect them, but I don't need the yelling.
Okay.
Don't need the yelling. He said, there have been other times I've been to practice and I missed the flight to Indianapolis. They have a legitimate quarrel about that. Many of the reasons why things are going bad, I caused them myself. There you go. But they go on to say one of Dailey's biggest problems is handling Jordan's success. Dailey was seemingly happier for the last 2 years when he was the Bulls' main man and Chicago was a loser. And then this season when Jordan is the star and the team is winning.
Right.
Yeah, he'd rather lose and be the guy.
Be the man, yeah.
You know, he said, I'm a player who likes to shine a little bit myself.
Okay, well, you're the sixth man. You can still shine. That guy got the spotlight, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can come off the bench and really have without the pressure like that. Like, people love the sixth man. That's everybody's favorite.
Detlef Schrempf made a fucking career out of it.
If you look at a basketball team will have their main star, and then everybody's second favorite player, and sometimes favorite player is the sixth man.
The sixth, yeah.
It's because he's the underdog.
Right.
People love the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
They have this fantasy that this thing that they don't see would be better than the thing that's on the field. But there's a reason why the person on the field's on the field and the person on the bench is on the bench.
And sometimes it's better than that because you got your starting lineup, and when your one guy gets tired in the starting lineup, you got a guy that's just as good as him that just gets to come off with fresh legs. Yeah. And all of a sudden our team is that much better.
Exactly. And they can get a little more attention that way, honestly, than blending into the starting lineup. So
I don't know who this, you know what, it may have been No, it wouldn't have been Reggie. Was Reggie a small forward or a shooting guard? Miller. When Schrempf was there.
He was like
Schrempf was a 3, right?
He was playing 3. He played 2. Reggie sometimes too, though.
Yeah.
Schrempf was like a 3. He was a forward, Schrempf. Yeah.
Okay. So that's why he would have been 6 then, because he would have Reggie there. You could run a taller lineup and throw him in at shooting guard. Now all of a sudden you got 2 guys that can bomb threes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Indianapolis won so much.
Yeah. Well, then he went to Seattle.
But he was fucking amazing in Indianapolis.
Yeah. So he said, I like to win, but you want to do well when you win. I was hoping we win, but I've got personal goals too. I want to win, play well, and smile like everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't I have hair and money and he have nothing? It's the George Senior Arrested Development moment. That's it. Yeah. Why can't I have hair and money? So now the coach believes that Dailey's outburst is typical of a player having a bad year. He said, this is the coach, players are vulnerable when they're having a bad year. If he can tell you I have a special standing for Steve Johnson when I've been on him more than anyone else on the team, I don't know. No, I don't have a double standard. Okay. He said also, this won't upset the team, but being constantly late for practice is more disruptive than anything else. The problem is we can't fine him enough. The league says the maximum we can fine him for being late for practice is $250. Which he said with the salary these guys make, that doesn't put a dent into it. So what are you going to do? And that's the problem, too, is that is true, too, because that's negotiated with the unions as far as what you're allowed to fine for certain infractions. They say Dailey's, and you just don't expect a guy to keep fucking doing this because it's the NBA, you know?
Right. This is your job.
This is your goddamn job, yeah. He said, Dailey's life has been one of tragedy and trouble. This is the article. 7 years ago, his parents died. That we know here. Yeah. He said, quote, when you get burned, you start to lose your feelings. They say you get cold. You turn to stone. I've been wounded so much, I'm almost immune.
Here he goes.
Almost immune. That's a good one. I like that a lot. He's almost immune. So there he is, pissed off, obviously, not having a good time because they're winning and Michael Jordan's getting all the credit. So January 30th, 1985, here he is again. Double standard, he says. Yeah. Double standard. A feud continues to simmer between the Chicago Bulls guard and his head coach, with the player charging the coach with setting a double standard with him compared to other players. So now there's not 3 or 4, really, that he described. Now it's just
2.
Quintin's rules and everyone else now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Dailey reported 30 minutes late to Monday's practice after he criticized them, which we talked about. Coach Lockery said, I know a few things have been bothering Quintin. I talked to him last week about it. That kind of off-the-court stuff bothers a lot of players. This game is so mental, so much mental. There's always going to be a concern whether a player is consistently late for things like he has been. And he said also, this is Quintin Dailey, quote, everybody's concerned with Quintin Dailey, the basketball player. No one's concerned about Quintin Dailey, the person.
The people. I'm a people, goddammit.
Yeah, you're at work, motherfucker. Yeah. And this is the 80s.
Player.
You're at work in 1985. If you were at work at any job in 1985, they'd go, fucking we're paying you. Go do your job. That's it. That's the end of it.
Be who you are here.
Yeah. No one steps in and says, hey, are you all right? Or, hey, have you been? That's because you have enough money to get a therapist to fucking ask you if you're all right.
And you're a grown-up. And
it's your job to show up prepared. Get a therapist to ask you if you're all right.
There's also this thing then, too, which still exists today of like a million people would kill for the position that you're in.
That's what I mean.
You got to be prepared for this now, man.
Absolutely.
You got to be the guy.
Your job is to outside look at fucking guy. I don't care whether you love him or hate him or whatever, but LeBron James spends about fucking $3 million a year on conditioning and food that's to show up in shape to be able to run around when you're 41 years old. Yeah. So that's your job, is to prepare off the court to be on the court. So if that means you go to a therapist and they make you feel good in the head and then you show up at the place feeling good, that's your job then, whatever it is.
Teaches you how to disconnect and use your self-esteem as the buffer in times of need. Like he obviously has the need for it. Had he gotten this shit together, being a sixth man and coming in to
would have had a great career.
Holy fuck, the Bulls would have won before they won.
That's what I mean. They could have used him in that capacity. But this is, I don't know how you can how you can not show up prepared.
Yeah.
and
then
expect the
success.
coach to do this. And again, I'll liken it to comedy. It would be the same thing. If you show up and you have something going on in your life and you go up and you suck, you're not getting booked again. That's it. Yeah. That's life at that point.
Another show.
The manager's not going to come in and go, "Hey, you all right tonight? You
hey,
okay?
what happened? Did you have an off one tonight?"
How you feeling? No, not even about the state. How are you? How's never mind comic Jimmy.
How's Jimmy Westman?
How's Jimmy as a person? Have you ever had anybody ask you that in comedy? Ever had anybody ask you that? Never. Fuck no. It's
and
your
we're
job.
friends with the, you know what I mean? The management were pals.
It doesn't matter.
I just
Show
up or did a road trip with one and watched him eat bull testicles. Never once asked me, how's Jimmy doing?
No. Doesn't matter. Expects you're okay because you're here.
Yeah.
So there you go.
You showed up, do your fucking job.
That's it. So, he says, no one asks, "Hey, are you all right?" or "How have you been?" I do have respect for this coaching staff, but I don't need the yelling. He said that again. He explained being late for practice was simply a case of oversleeping. Oh. He said, "That's legit. I have 3 alarm clocks that didn't work." Man, fuck you.
Okay.
If you can't
set them all
set
for PM.
1 out of the 3 correctly, you didn't set all 3 alarm clocks right, and none of them operated. None of them functioned correctly. That didn't happen, dude.
Yeah, you didn't turn them on, brother.
Good God. He said also that he slams the coaching staff for saying that they're constantly telling him that he's overweight and worthless.
Oh.
Well, you're not really having much worth to the team. The coach said the statements were not disruptive to the team, but if anything, it's only been disruptive to one person. Quintin Dailey.
Quintin.
That's it. Fucking yourself, dude. Everybody else keeps going, and you're just standing here complaining. February 10th, 1985, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Chicago's Quintin Dailey has insisted all season that the Bulls, particularly Coach Kevin Lockerty and assistant Fred Carter, have said he is overweight and useless.
Consistently said it.
Quote, "The coaching staff is always getting on me for taking crazy shots." Oh, yeah, he's talking about that again. He said the coaches are concerned with Quintin Dailey, the basketball player, not with Quintin Dailey, the person. I know what's best for Quintin Dailey. I know what I'm doing.
Well, then ask you.
Ask
yourself then.
That's it. He said, "Nope, I know what I'm doing, goddammit." The general manager, Rod Thorne, called his comments pure hogwash and totally unfounded. He said, "This organization is bent over backwards to accommodate Quintin more than any other player we've ever had here."
Yeah.
Yeah, they've sent him off to therapy. They sent him to fucking rehab a couple of times. Like they've done a lot with him so far to coddle him. I mean, he was MIA for games in his rookie year, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
How often does that happen? You never
Where did
hear.
hogwash come from?
I don't know. I guess it's like bullshit.
Yeah, it means nonsense.
Well, I mean, I don't know the meaning, but I mean, bullshit is like this gross,
the
wash of their sty, I would think, with all their shit in it.
Yeah,
to be like pig
useless.
shit, almost, basically.
But I mean, hogwash, I would imagine, is the runoff from when you clean them, right?
That's what I'm thinking. There'd be shit everywhere, I would imagine. Maybe it's like, you know what I mean?
Do you clean
like their styes? You gotta hose them off once in a while, right? You know, like a.
Do you bathe the hog?
I think they're like an old car you have around. Just, oh, wow, it's really getting dirty. And you don't want it to rust, so you got to spray up underneath it,
I'd be fucking livid if I washed a hog and then turned around and he's wallowing in the mud.
That's the other thing. I don't know how much you'd wash a hog because they insist on living in shit. And
maybe the hogwash being the mud and the muck, meaning that's the hogwash. Not it's. Yeah.
Say if you sprayed out their side, it'd be all that shit.
Not even that. It's them rolling in the mud. It's hogwash. It's like pig shit. It's hog bullshit.
That's their way of washing?
Yeah.
Which is not a real way of washing?
Not at all.
Makes sense. Yeah,
it's nonsense.
That makes sense.
It's a useless thing to do because you're washing yourself in shit.
Well, explain why bullshit means what it means then, because that makes no sense. Because I agree with you with what you're saying there, but I'm just saying now that confuses me with bullshit. Because then what's that about?
Bullshit is
that's real. Bullshit's real. That's a big pile of shit.
I know that exists.
You step in it, you know that is not fiction. So, you know what I mean? How does that work? Because I'm 100% on board with what you just said, and I think
sense,
you got
right?
it. But yeah, then where does bullshit come from? That's
he's sitting over here feeding me a line of bullshit.
And horse shit, too, for the same...
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
You don't want to be fed that, right?
And horse shit can be like garbage, or it can be like not true. You can use that both ways. Like in baseball, somebody'll suck, and the other guy's like, he's horse shit. That's a big term for not being a good baseball player. Is horse shit.
Well, there's also sitting around at the bar bullshitting. What is that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's all very confusing. English is a fucked up language.
It's crazy.
When people come here and they don't have all the slang, be nice, because holy shit, imagine trying to figure this out all at once.
It is funny to hear them not know, but you know what I mean?
I would love to hear a tiny foreign person go, the shit that you speak of, okay, so there's the
horse shit.
And the bullshit, like, not true. But then you have the
hogwash.
you. We have the talk and we have the bullshit. So does that mean
all this is not true?
Are you liar to me?
You lied to me.
Are you liar to me for bullshit, or are we? I don't. And you would not be able to explain it either. That would be the thing. We'd be like, I don't know.
I guess bullshitting is meaning like it's just time wasting. It's useless.
Yeah. So you can bullshit your way through something. You could be bullshit could be not true.
Yeah.
We use bullshit like Smurf, like it's like a universal fucking word. We just stick it in anything can be bullshit. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So anyway, there you go. Now, March 5th, 1985.
Yeah.
Let a month and a half go by here. Dailey threatens to quit the Bulls if Lockery stays.
Oh, if the coach sticks around, I'm leaving.
I quit. Yeah. Dailey, suspended for 2 games by the Bulls for violating team rules, has threatened to quit the team over his squabbles with the coach. The Chicago Sun-Times has reported. He said,
"Coach's fault that I play like dog shit."
Yep, and I'm fat,
then there's
too.
dog shit.
And then there's dog shit, which is kind of like small potatoes, dog shit.
Yeah.
Also, bullshit is substantial. Dog shit's kind of like, you're like dog shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah. And whereas horse shit's got a little more gravitas to it as well. On the scale of shit that we've just discovered. Dog shit, horse shit, bullshit, I believe, is the scale it drives
Americans are fascinated with animals' shit.
Absolutely. And then you're full of shit on top of it.
There it is.
Full of what kind of shit? That makes a difference.
Horse, and bull.
Makes a big difference to know what kind of shit you're full of, to know what you're trying to pull off here.
Is there big shit? I don't know. Well, happier than a pig in it.
A pig in shit, but that's happier. That makes sense. Pigs are happy in shit, and you're happier than that. So you're really happy. So that makes perfect sense to me. That's the proper use of that.
Yeah.
All right. So Quintin said, if he stays, I'm gone. I'm tired of the personal vendetta part of it. You can see it. I'm not going to be Kevin Lockery Jr. I'm Quintin Dailey.
Oh.
I'm not going to be. Yeah. I'm not going to let him adopt me, I think, and change me.
He doesn't get to name me.
God.
Does he mean he's not going to play shitty like him and then end up being a coach?
He's not going to do what he tells me to do like I'm his kid, is what I think it is.
Because he was bad anyway.
Yeah. Dailey's agent, this guy, Bob Wolf, still the same guy.
Yeah.
Who's really earned his 10%, let me tell you, because this guy has had to make a lot of public statements about Quintin's fucking up. He said that his client has no intention of leaving the team. He said, I think the matter has been resolved. Has it?
Oh, okay, so we fixed it.
Well, it's all fixed now. Yeah. On Sunday, the Bulls suspended Dailey for 2 games for disregarding team rules. He missed Sunday's 117-113 loss to New Jersey and will miss tonight's game against Washington. He's missed practices and team planes often during his 2.5-year career. In the past week, he was late for a game against Cleveland and late for a practice. Dude.
Late
Jesus
for the
Christ.
game?
Again, nowadays, the first time he would have been late for a practice, the team would have assigned him a person that goes to get him and bring him there.
Yeah.
Literally, we're not doing that. That's it. They don't even let the guys have enough, leeway to fuck up now.
Yeah.
You're not fucking up. You're too expensive. He missed another practice Saturday. Holy Christ. That's 2 practices and a game he's late for in a week. Saying his girlfriend had been in an auto accident. Okay, are you a tow truck driver now? Right. What the fuck do you have to be?
Are you her insurance agent? You're going to be if you don't fucking show up.
I had to show up. They wouldn't hire him as that. He'd be late to accidents and shit. They'd be all cleaned up, and he'd show up with a camera going, "Where is it? I see broken glass on the ground. That's all I got."
Yeah, he's about to be an adjuster if he's not careful.
No shit. He also publicly expressed his dissatisfaction with his sixth man role. You want to be the starter? You think you should start over Michael fucking Jordan?
You don't get to do that.
Behind a starting lineup headed by the team's leading scorer, rookie Michael Jordan. You're not going to start over him. Right. Bulls general manager said, quote, after announcing the suspension, said, "Who does he think he is, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?" Which is a great line.
Oh, my God.
The elder statesman who's like a 4-time MVP and won titles. Is that who he thinks he is? Who the fuck does he think he is?
Does he mean Michael Jordan or himself?
He means, does Quintin think he's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Oh, he's talking about, okay, got it.
Yeah, like he can throw his weight around or something. Like, you're not. How many MVP awards you have, asshole? You can't show up on time to the game.
Yeah. I thought that was Quintin talking about Michael Jordan. I was like,
no. Yeah.
Give it a little bit.
Yeah.
Kareem stopped being mentioned for a few years when Jordan was crushing.
That was also when Kareem was on his downswing, and he was fucking 38 years old at that point. Magic was the guy.
As soon as Kareem left the league, too, they didn't talk about him for a while.
No, he had a great farewell tour that year. He retired. I remember watching those games, and they'd give him rocking chairs and shit. And he'd wave to the crowd and all that crap. And he hated people.
Chairs?
That's a thing they do when you retire in sports. When you have one of those things, the teams all give you rocking chairs.
Oh, really?
You never seen that before?
No.
When Mariano Rivera retired, I remember the Red Sox made him like this fucking, I think it was the Red Sox, made him like this fucking rocking chair made out of broken bats from the games because he's a, his whole thing is breaking bats because he had that cutter that would cut in on you and break your saw your bat off. So they made him like a big rocking chair throne of broken bats.
That's badass.
Pretty cool. Look that up, Mariano Rivera broken bat thing. It's cool as fuck. Yeah,
do they leave that in the stadium and he gets to sit in that when he comes to games? Or?
It's his seat. It's in only his seat. Then he's going to ship that home. That's like we got that bourbon. Somebody gave us some nice bourbon. We're like, how the fuck are we going to get this home? We had to have the venue ship it. We're like, we can't fit this in our suitcases. It's a case of bourbon, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, how did he get that home? Oh, wow, that is cool as shit.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
Wow! It's all kinds of different colors. They didn't like.
That's all the bats.
I mean, they didn't. Yeah.
No, it's just.
They didn't finish it or anything. It's just.
It's a collage of your work. Look what you've done.
So badass.
Pretty cool. Okay, so who does he think he is? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Back when the NBA was young, players rarely got suspended, but now it's 1985, and since the great players like Jabbar never get out of line, I wonder by what right he thinks he can do whatever he wants and escape punishment.
Yeah.
You are a mediocre player, and you are.
Yeah.
You can't do this.
You can't do this. This is like. I mean, I can't really think of somebody that tried to pull this bullshit that was like not a good player.
That's what I mean. Because you're gone quickly.
Yeah.
You don't get other chances when you're not a good player. There's plenty of not great players.
Yeah.
You know, when Latrell Sprewell chokes his coach, that guy averaged 25 a fucking game. So, you know what? We got to get him back in here. Someone's going to sign him.
Yeah, but when Johnny Manziel goes and does a bunch of coke, you get cut, motherfucker.
Well, you have more interceptions than touchdowns, so bye, asshole. Yeah. Latrell's a great defender. We got to have him, you know? He was a great defensive player. Sprewell.
Another guy that in-game dunks were insane.
He was great, yeah. So anyway, Dailey's the Bulls' third leading scorer with 16.6 points a game. So that's good. Work on that and shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? March 24th, 1985, a week later, Bulls' prognosis on Dailey, guarded. Okay. He might be getting shit canned here. They say the Bulls had thought they had rid themselves of the troubled spot at guard last year, dealing Reggie Theus to the Kansas City Kings. Then a popular player with the fans was at odds with the coach, Kevin Lockery again. The end result was Theus left for Kansas City, and the Bulls thought harmony was theirs. But this season, the Theus controversy has given way to the Dailey controversy. Quintin Dailey, the talented but volatile guard from San Francisco. That's a good way to put him. had missed practices and games. He was outspokenly critical of Lockery and Bulls management. Frustrated, the Bulls finally suspended Dailey earlier this month for 2 games. But whether Dailey follows the same route as Theus remains doubtful. The high-scoring guard could be traded, but the Bulls suddenly find themselves in a fight for a playoff spot, even though Michael Jordan has come out of college to become the premier rookie, the premier rookie in the NBA. The general manager here, Thorne, says, I think we've bent over backwards to be fair to Quintin Dailey. I think the time has come when we said enough was enough. Mm-hmm. This is not good. Thorne is anxious to deal Dailey for 2 reasons. Getting rid of Dailey would leave the club, or isn't anxious to deal him for 2 reasons. Getting rid of Dailey would leave the club precariously thin at guard. Secondly, Dailey's troubles on and off the court have severely diminished his market value, much the same as Theus last year. He said, he's already said, if the coach is here next year, I won't be. So anyway, Lockery says there's a double standard. Well, maybe there is. We've certainly looked the other way enough. So I think the double standard is we've actually looked the other way more, he said. Then Thorne said about his excuses for being late and shit. He said his excuses may be legitimate, but what he has to understand is that if he's going to be late or miss practice, he has to explain it and tell us ahead of time. He can't not show up and then tell you.
Can't just be astray.
No. This is the opposite of the it's better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This is the opposite. They need to know where you are.
100% permission.
You need the permission.
Don't even ask. Just be on time.
Be on fucking time. You don't hear everybody else having these fucking problems. No. It's crazy. Thorne added that he was tired of having to hear Dailey blame others. He said first it was Reggie Theus's playing time, then it was Coach Lockery, and then it was Michael Jordan. It's always something new.
Yeah.
It's never his fault, basically. The impact of Dailey's troubles may have been a contributing factor to the team's decline in the second half of the season. After starting fast with Jordan slam-dunking his way to the Bulls fans' hearts, the club reverted back to last year's dismal performance that saw them again miss the playoffs. He said, I think we all understand that there are rules that everyone has to live by. As the Bulls forward David Greenwood said, he said, everyone is subject to them and there can't be any exceptions.
Right.
So they say Dailey's likely to stay with the club for the rest of the year. His presence helped take the pressure off Jordan and prevents clubs from doubling and tripling up on Jordan, which, so they're in a tough spot here. They said Dailey ranked 3rd in the NBA among the league's 6th men behind only Kevin McHale and Clyde Drexler, who was new too.
Yeah.
So those are big stars later on. He had averaged just less than 17 points a game and has scored 20 or more points 21 times. Thorne said there's no question that Quintin has tremendous talents and is one of the best guards in the league. He's saying that to get his trade value back up. Look, he's a great player. We just want everyone directed toward our goal of making the playoffs. Obviously, we need him, and we want all of this. All we want is for all this not to sidetrack us in what has been a good season for us. Okay. This is March 26, 1985, from the Kenosha News.
Yeah.
It was his back that was injured, not his appetite, quote unquote.
What does that mean?
A true story, honest, it says here, from the Los Angeles Times originally, I guess. Last Wednesday night when the Chicago Bulls played San Antonio at the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio, guard Quintin Dailey of the Bulls played the first half despite nagging back spasms. The pain became intense at halftime, and Dailey put on his sweats and sat at the end of the bench for the second half. During the timeout midway through the third quarter, a ball boy approached Mark Vancil of the Chicago Sun-Times at the press table. The ball boy said that Mr. Dailey wanted to borrow $5. Okay. Curious, Vancil looked to the end of the bench, and sure enough, Dailey was waving his arms, nodding his head like, yeah, listen to him.
Yes, $5, please.
$5. So Vancil forked over a $5 bill, which was relayed to Dailey. You know where this is going, don't you?
No.
Moments later, Dailey called over a vendor and ordered a basket of nachos, a slice of pizza, and a bag of popcorn and a soda. That's a lot for $5.
$5?
They get an employee discount maybe on that? That's crazy.
You can't get one of those things at the stadium
Fuck
for $5 now.
Shit, no. Dailey polished off the food before the next timeout.
Ha!
Holy shit. It isn't known, though, whether writer Vancil was paid back. or whether Vansel was paid back. Okay, so that year, 84-85, 79 games played, starts 0.
Did he get in trouble for that?
Dude,
Eating
at
on
least,
the bench? That's
at least
crazy.
he came to the game on time. I think there's really a sliding scale with him. He can get
Coach,
away with dumb shit
Dailey
like
is
this.
Drinking a Coke, and what else did he get? A hot dog?
Popcorn, nachos, and pizza. And popcorn.
Popcorn, nachos, pizza.
He had a full tray in front of him. That's like a full, try not to drop that if you're carrying it back. You know what I'm saying? A fucking Coke stuck in the drink holder of that styrofoam. They're not styrofoam, that recycled thing that they give you.
Yeah, and try not to spill that cheese on you.
You got cheese. There's fucking popcorn falling all over the place.
Unbelievable.
So this year, 16 points a game. And just 2.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. Not bad, but not great either here. He made $410,000 that year. Okay. June 6th, 85, from the Chicago Tribune. In another Bulls development, Los Angeles Clippers personnel director John Olive confirmed that officials of the club recently met with Bulls guard Quintin Dailey, who's believed to be on the trading block.
Oh, he might be going to the Clippers, huh?
He said, obviously, with someone that talented, it's important for our organization to get to know Quintin Dailey. I want to see if he's an asshole or not, because he sure sounds like it in the papers.
I don't know that I want to be looked at positively by the Clippers.
In the 80s?
They're about to be
Yikes.
the worst team in the NBA
they're
for
the worst
20
now.
years.
Yeah, it's not going to get any better for a long time. Not going to get any better till Chris Paul shows up, probably.
They're going to have to wait for Blake Griffin and his in-game dunks.
No, she's his best in-game dunks. They said, we haven't come to any conclusion about the interview. He said, athletically, there's no question Quintin Dailey can help any team in the NBA. He has tremendous talent. So everything beyond that basically is his fault, is the way I'm looking at it. Because they look at him like he can play. So if he's just not a complete asshole, everyone in the league would want him.
Right.
Because he's instant points. He's a microwave. He said, to talk about a trade with the Bulls is very premature. I know they need help inside, but the front line is our weakest area. So in other words, we don't really have forwards or centers to give them. Yeah. The Clippers have the 3rd pick in the June 18th draft and will select either 6'9" Wayman Tisdale or 7-foot center Benoit Benjamin, or Benoit Bunjamin, as he's known in the adult film industry there. If the Clippers
that Wayman pick is wonderful. God, I love him.
He's a great player.
Rest in peace, sir.
He was great on the Suns. Liked him a lot on the Suns. If the Clippers land Benjamin, it could allow them to use 7'2" center James Donaldson in a deal for Dailey. Dailey has parted ways with his agent attorney Bob Wolf. Oh my God! This guy has held it together with Scotch tape and crazy glue for the last 3 years, and you're going to fire this fucking guy?
It's his fault.
Wow. He is now represented by Eloise Saperstein, the daughter of Harlem Globetrotters founder Abe Saperstein.
Oh.
He's the guy who ran the Globetrotters there. 85-86 Bulls. He's still there. New coach, though. Oh. Stan Albeck comes in. They do get rid of Lockery because he didn't win, so it doesn't matter. This year, they go 30-52, which is not good at all. But somehow that's a playoff berth. How do you lose
52?
How the fuck do you lose 52 games and be in the playoffs? Usually like the 500. 82? There's usually a couple 500 teams in the 8 seeds or whatever, but 50 and 30 and 52? Holy shit.
That's unbelievable.
They got swept by the Celtics in the first round too.
As you will. Yeah.
And it's funny because like there's a lot of people, like I said, that like try to rewrite history, and the people like hate Jordan. And by the way, no one hated Michael Jordan more than me when he was playing. But I can look back and go, fuck, that guy was good.
I hated everybody in the East.
I just hated him. I was a Knicks fan. Hated him. Yeah. And I was a Suns fan, too, so that didn't help either.
Doesn't help, yeah.
So to say that, because they'll bring up this playoff series in 86, and they'll be like, I think this was the game. I think Jordan had 63 during one of these games in the playoffs. Yeah. And they're like, he could score 63, but the team couldn't win. He couldn't make his team win.
They won 30 games.
It was his second year. And you were up against a dynasty team that came off one of the most dominant NBA seasons of all time the year before.
And rolling right into the next dynasty team that's across that goddamn lake. it's not going to be easy for him.
You're
for a
not going to
while.
beat these guys
No.
with the roster they have. And they're with Orlando Woolridge. Here's their roster. Orlando Woolridge, Kyle Macy, Sidney Green, Gene Banks, Dave Corzine, George Gervin, who's 33 at this point. The Iceman isn't exactly, the Iceman anymore.
He's not anymore.
Yeah, Jordan, Jawan Oldham, Charles Oakley as a rookie, I believe.
Yeah.
John Paxson, Quintin Dailey, Michael Holden, Rod Higgins, Tony Brown, Mike Smrek, Billy McKinney, and Ron Brewer. They're going to beat the Celtics.
Smrek?
You got it. Smrek.
One letter away from Shrek.
Yep. Smrek sounds more like an ogre.
It sounds,
They should have called that movie Smrek.
Sounds like a dick cheese.
Better.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah, do you have smegma? No, it's worse. I got smek.
I got
smrek. It's actually when it advances into being like aggressive and starts.
The man's name starts with SMR. That's
SMR.
a fucked name.
That is not fun. All right, so they got swept by the Celtics. September 28th, 1985.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the headline in the Chicago Tribune. Daly's point, let me team with Jordan. Put us both out there.
What?
Okay. Quintin Dailey was explaining to a group of reporters how he and Michael Jordan could be basketball's odd couple when his new partner strolled up and put his arm around Dailey. Jordan said, "We can play together. We're going to be all right. You just watch."
Okay.
Dailey looked over at the superstar many thought he was jealous of last season and smiled. What a pair they would make. All-American boy and rebel without a cause. One is perfect harmony, the other is endless controversy. He said they didn't know what Michael was gambling and shit back then and fucking anything that moves.
Fucking everything.
He said, Dailey said, I've always had to work against Michael in practice because the first and second teams play against each other. He said, it was always me against Michael. Now at least give me the opportunity to play beside him. He said, the Bulls remained guarded about their backcourt situation. Friday, after the first day of practice at Beloit College, Coach Stan Albeck was in one corner of the gym describing how he could use Orlando Woolridge or fellow forward Gene Banks to bring the ball up while deploying Jordan down low and Dailey on the wing. He said, that's how we beat Philadelphia in the playoffs one year when I was in New Jersey. Okay.
So he wants to be a one or Jordan plays point?
No. He wants to just have a forward bring the ball up the court, not in a particularly fast way, but just basically use a point forward so the scorers could be in position ready for the ball. Have Jordan down low where he can do his crazy float away post fades and shit like that, and also take the ball to the basket and have Quintin outside where he can shoot or attack. It's a strategy. You've seen it. There's a lot of the Knicks would do that with like when they let Anthony Mason take the ball up the court. They let their shooters get in position and stuff like that.
Yeah, Luka brings the ball up, and
nowadays there's no positions anymore.
Jokic
so
brings the ball up. He's whatever.
He slowly brings the ball up the court. Yeah, he does.
This is crazy.
Slowly, clumsily brings the ball up the court.
In the league. That.
Hey, gets it done, I guess.
It happens. But he. So what position are they putting them in then? Because
basically they'd be the 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's taking 3.
Dailey would be taking 3. Yeah. He's not going to be the point guard. He'd probably be the 3 is what he's thinking here. So anyway, the coach says, we knew 76ers guards Andrew Toney and Maurice Cheeks would give us trouble, so we had Albert King bring the ball up against Dr. J, and that took Toney and Cheeks right out of it. When the Bulls continue looking for a trade or to sign a playmaker, Dailey continues his crusade to crack the starting lineup. He said, I sat on the bench last year, not because I couldn't beat the other guys out, but because of the coach's decision. He said, I beat the hell out of the other 2 guys, Ennis Watley and Wes Matthews. Everybody saw it, but they said I wasn't a point guard. I guess he wants to play the 1, yeah. Hey, I never got a chance to show them what I can do. I can handle the ball. Your point guard's also kind of your floor leader, so you have to be there on time. You have to calling out plays and shit. Like, you gotta really have a lot going on.
You got to know so much.
He said, it's like this. Look at Johnson and Ainge at Boston. Neither one is a true point guard, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge, in case you're wondering. So what did the Celtics do? Start Quinn Buckner? How do you think DJ or Ainge would have felt? So he's saying they put 2 guys who they made it work. just how Dailey felt much of last season, particularly when Lockery would bench either Watley or Matthews in favor of the other, never considering Dailey as a starter. Outwardly, Dailey went along with the company line that he was too valuable as a sixth man, but in private, the unhappiness would spill out. He said, if a guy like Michael is taking my job, okay, I already know he's a great player. Everyone thought I wanted Michael's job. That wasn't it. Now I'm just going for the open spot at the other guard. Bring on Kyle Macy, Darnell Valentine, and all those guys. I'll beat them all out.
Yeah.
Okay. October 17th, 1985. This makes way more sense from all the crazy shit he's been saying. Headline, Bulls Dailey asks for drug help again. Yes. He sounds high every time he talks.
Yeah.
Every time he talks. He called Vice President Jerry Krause at 6:30 p.m. and asked to be admitted to a drug rehabilitation center for what he termed a, quote, chemical dependency.
Yeah.
So they said Dailey will be lost to the team for 6 to 8 weeks while undergoing treatment. By the way, that's funny back then, as they thought, hey, you put him in there for a month and then he comes out, he can put him right back in the NBA and he'll travel, everything's fine, no worries.
Put him in there 6-8 weeks, pull the chemicals out of him. Once he's detoxed, he's going to be fine.
They'll be fine. There's no drugs on the road, so just send him on the road. It'll be fine.
There's no drugs on the road. There's also all people are exactly the same and only need 6 to 8 weeks to be completely clean.
Yeah. It's not like he's had a problem before or anything, so, yeah. So they said, this is Jerry Krause, said, he told me on the phone, I don't know how bad the dependency is right now, Jerry. I'm turning myself in and I need some help. I have a chemical dependency. Mm-hmm. Because he's voluntarily stepping forward, he will be suspended with pay while undergoing treatment. Under guidelines of the Players Association contract with the NBA that went into effect January 1st, 84, the second time a player admits a drug problem, he's suspended with pay. The third time, he's kicked out of the league. Or the second time he's suspended without pay. So that's the next time he fucks up, it's without pay.
Got it.
Because the new one starts off in 84 and everybody's got a clean slate from there, I feel like. Then they're kicked out of the league. So with pay, without pay, gone.
Gone.
That's what it is.
Strike 1, 2, 3.
That's it. This is only the first time Dailey has come forward since that contract went into effect. In May 83, he was admitted, but that was a different time. And in 82, he was treated for depression after he was found hiding in a closet after skipping a game. Very nice.
Nice.
Krause, visibly distraught, said he was shocked by the revelation. He said nobody, not even Quintin's wife Angela, knew of the problem. Krause said Quintin sounded scared on the phone. Okay, I guess so. He's a scared kid right now, and he's asking for help. The Bulls will stand behind him. We will do all we can to help him with his problem. I asked him about the severity of his drug problem. He says it was severe enough that he wants to be admitted. As fast as I can, I'm going to find the best place for him and get him the hell out of town. I hope so. Jesus. Krause said the Bulls tried to trade him over the summer. He's like, God damn it. Couldn't do that. They found little interest in him. He's been a dick all year. Who wants that on their team?
Right.
Go to your coach if you're a general manager and go, we're going to bring in this guy who every day trashes his coach in the paper. You want him? No, thanks.
See how Rick Adelman takes it.
Yeah, see how he likes it. When the Bulls' principal owner, Jerry Reinsdorf, took control of the team last season, he indicated Dailey might not remain with the Bulls. Krause apparently interceded on Dailey's behalf once he realized Dailey's low market value. Krause said, I thought Quintin was too good a player to be traded for what was being offered. We thought his marriage to Angie this past July would settle him down. Apparently it didn't.
No.
That'll calm it all down. She'll take care of it. Did they hire this woman? They probably hired her to meet him and marry him and keep him under control like a minder. And they were like, just do it. We'll pay you a good salary. She's making $250,000 a year to do that maybe.
Suck the crazy thoughts right out of him.
Just suck him right out. You just keep him settled, make sure he's home at night, things like that.
Yeah.
He said, we're not talking about some jerk here. Quintin Dailey's a nice young man. He has just gone through hell in his life. Sometime in mid-September, we spent 5 hours talking heart to heart. We delved deeply into the problems that were affecting him. We talked about his parents, who both died when he was a teenager. That excuse is getting a little long in the tooth, by the way.
Yeah, it's wearing thin for sure.
Wearing a little thin. And I told him about the problems I had when my father died. Death has had a major effect on him. I thought we had come a long way with him this summer. summer. He did all that volunteer work, got him a community service award from the NBA. I had the situation monitored pretty closely. I checked with my sources on the street, and they said they were clean. Jerry Krause just has... I picture just some drug dealer with a walkie-talkie. Hold on a second. So, beep, beep, yeah. No, I haven't seen Quintin today. He hasn't bought shit from me. We cool? All right, beep, beep. And then he goes off. Fucking Jerry calls the next drug dealer to see if he's been out there.
On the pulse of the whole drug dealing community.
Yeah. All it goes to all the prostitutes. You seen Quintin around? He's like Huggy Bear out there. He's like, I'll get the information. I got contacts on the street. He said they said he cleaned up his act in June because of the new ownership. He just stopped doing drugs because they got a new owner. He's like, I better get it together.
I'll clean it up for now and see where I rest in this deal, and then get comfortable again.
That's crazy. An NBA spokesman said Wednesday night that the league is looking into it and that we haven't got enough facts to assess the situation right now. Krause said Reinsdorf was equally surprised by Dailey's admission. He told me, try to help Quintin all you can and get this thing done with. They did not understand cocaine addiction back then. Just get it done with.
Just tell him no. Rub his nose.
Tell him no. Yeah. Make sure his wife also tells him no, and that should be good, I think, at that point, right?
Okay, that'll do it.
Holy shit. They said they were, okay. In the meantime, the Bulls are left with only 2 experienced guards, Michael Jordan and Kyle Macy. Well, you only need one of those anyway. Yeah. They said, we'll have to go find another player. The Bulls' preseason record fell to 0-5. Who gives a shit? Okay. October 20th, 1985, Dailey renews cocaine battle is the headline.
Yeah.
Yep. While Quintin Dailey battles his private demons, the Chicago Bulls are getting ready to carry on without him. That's that. Reinsdorf, the owner, said, we have to assume he'll be gone for the year. We have to go out and replace him.
We have to assume that.
Have to assume he's going to be gone all year.
That's bad.
Yeah, if he comes back and plays, fine, but it'll be under very structured conditions. If he doesn't agree to undergo regular testing, he won't play. That I can promise everyone. He said Dailey will have no choice but to undergo random drug tests for 1 year, according to the Players Association executive vice president. He said this is a part of the NBA's drug program. He said it's part of the outpatient program a player must go through. This is the most significant part of the program. Once a player's system is cleaned out, abstinence is the only way to resolve the problem. You can't just do it a little bit after that.
Yeah.
Once he's cleaned out, he can't be like, well, I'm only going to do coke on the weekends now. My bad.
You have to abstain entirely.
Oh, yeah. He said the program is designed to keep the player away from drugs and alcohol, anything that's mood altering. Dependency is a thirst that will always be there. What you must endure is the day-to-day denial. The potential for Quintin Dailey to fall back into it is always there. You don't get rid of cocaine addiction overnight. You have to work at it constantly. They said that 3 other players have gone through the league's drug rehab program. 2 of them, Rockets guard John Lucas and Nets guard Michael Ray Richardson. He is a Crime and Sports alumni, by the way. He is the one, I believe. No, that was Sly. Never mind. I thought I was going to say the aggressively nasty anal warts, but that was Sly Williams, though. Okay, different guy. Michael Ray Richardson was a fun one, too, though. And last season became the comeback player of the year and were successful. The third, Jazz guard John Drew, is still a free agent. He'll have an episode one day. He was gone from the league after that, I believe. I think he might have came back with the Suns for a minute and then got busted again. I believe. The question is burning inside Reinsdorf is how much longer does he put up with Dailey? Personable by nature and well-liked by his teammates, Dailey endeared himself to former general manager Rod Thorne, and Thornton defended Dailey against all odds. But each time Dailey skipped a game or missed a flight, Thorne looked bad and his credibility suffered. That's why he finally had to say, who does he think he is, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? This is crazy. One Bulls official remembers seeing Thorne sitting in his office staring blankly ahead for 5 hours after another go-around with Dailey.
5 hours?
He broke him, bro. You broke a man. If they sit at a desk and stare straight ahead for 5 hours, you broke that person.
Yeah, that's an injured fella for sure.
I've seen people watch someone get hit by a train and not have that reaction. Like, that's, you got to really be fucking...
5 hours?
5 hours, Jesus. Reinsdorf said, if this ever happens again, my inclination is that would be it. he would not play with us for us again. If we caught him this time, everything would be different. But when the man comes forward, you have to help him. This is a human being we're talking about. This is much more important than just basketball. The one smart thing we did after was alter his contract over the summer. Quintin now has a series of two 1-year contracts guaranteed by year. So if the Bulls have to release Dailey, they would pay only 1 year of his $350,000 contract instead of 2. Okay. So they just broke it down so it's not all guaranteed. And Michael Jordan said, quote, "I'm very worried about what's going to happen to him." Yeah, that's all he said.
Michael Jordan said that?
Michael Jordan said, "Q and I had gotten pretty close on and off the court. I was never involved in his personal life, but I was very much surprised. Everybody on the team was. We all thought he was progressing. I saw an improvement in his conduct and his effort at practice." God, he is such a practice PR guy already. Think about like how polished of a PR guy he is. That I saw improvements in his conduct and his effort during practice. That's ridiculous for a second-year player. Wow, yeah. His marriage was working, and he always seemed happy. His team mood was good. He was cheerful around everyone, and he joined in on team conversations. It kind of and then Kyle Macy said, "It kind of shook us up." He's the other guard. "You realize this is a lot more important to a guy's life than anything played out there on the court." Okay. Macy discounted the notion that his joining the Bulls 2 weeks ago had an adverse effect on Dailey's fragile ego. He said, "I don't see that. Not after the friendship we've built in such a short time. I talk to him more than anybody else."
Yeah.
So they say the Bulls are going to have to look around to try to replace him and all that. Reinsdorf, the owner, says, "I've always been willing to overpay a player if he's able to help our club. We have to replace Dailey, but other clubs know that we are under the gun. So in a trade, you're fucked, basically."
Yeah.
He said, we tried to make a trade for Dailey that would benefit us, but the best we could get was second-round draft picks 3 years from now. Looking at it now from a basketball standpoint, we would have been better off getting the draft pick. But over the summer, all indications were that Quintin was changing his lifestyle. It was a reasonable gamble.
Right.
Okay, teammates expressed concern and said they would stand behind him. Mm-hmm. November 19th, 1985. This is not a long time.
No.
Bulls Dailey to return.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's fast. They said he successfully completed inpatient treatment at a California drug rehabilitation center and is ready to play.
How long was he there?
He's good now. 8 weeks, I think.
He fixed it.
He's good now. All set. That's it. Bulls announced Monday that he'd be added to the Dailey roster, or to the active roster. He's gone through a tough time, says Jerry Krause. We really feel good about the way he's come out of this. He's really ready to play. The organization stands behind Quintin totally. Wow. Dailey said he lost weight. He lost 8 pounds. Well, Coke will do that to you. How do you get fat and do Coke at the same time? I've never seen that before.
People have done it.
I guess it happens.
Yeah.
Athletes have done it.
Yeah.
You have to live like a medieval king to fucking do that. Big turkey legs. You're just ripping shit, handfuls of like potatoes, stuffing them into your face, lines with the other hand.
Artie Lang did it with coke and heroin and gained like fucking 80 pounds.
And he lived like a fucking medieval monster, too.
And that's why
exactly
his
how he
nose
ate.
is so fucked up today.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be, wow. He said he worked out 3 pounds a day and lost 8 pounds. He's down to 203 pounds. Mm-hmm. He says, "I'm happy to be back and ready to contribute." He said, "I'm in good enough shape, but I'm not going to rush anything. Now I can go out there and do my work."
Okay. Yeah. Do that thing.
Yeah.
You do.
Krause said the decision to bring Dailey back at this time was not affected by Michael Jordan's broken foot earlier this season.
Not at all.
Not at all affected by our top scorer being hurt. Duh.
Playing the exact same position.
Playing the 2 guard, yeah. The Bulls have imposed a media blackout to prevent reporters from asking Dailey about anything but basketball. That they have to go into it going only basketball.
Yeah.
So November 20th, he's back. Guard Quintin Dailey, saying he was putting body and soul back on the line, joined the Chicago Bulls for practice, and he's ready to go here. Said he's good, basically. The Bulls are extremely happy, Krause said. When he entered the locker room, he was hugged by everybody on the team. He said he appreciated the greeting and said, I feel I have put my body and soul back on the line, and I mean this sincerely. I've never felt better in my life.
Ever?
Ever. Never.
Okay.
That's it. He said that's how it is. The club asked reporters that because of the sensitive and personal nature of the problem, that all questions to Mr. Dailey be concerned with basketball only. But, Krause said it was no secret that there were problems before October 16th, but the fact that he came to me and asked for help means that he wants to not only be a productive member of the team, but society as well.
Yeah.
They released guard Ron Brewer to make room for Dailey, who'll be in uniform. God, you got to feel like shit if you're this guy.
Yeah.
This fucking fat cokehead comes back and they release me. He's barely out of the hospital. I suck. Dailey said, I can't determine when I'll actually play. I've been working out 3 times a day, and I finished the treatment program earlier than I expected. So December 1st, the Sacramento Bee headline, it's an AP article, Bulls Dailey back on track. Now he's not only back, he's back on track.
Yeah.
He's good now. Tell you that. They said he's been on a tear since his return November 19th against Indiana. Nice. Since then, he shot 56.7 or 57.6% from the field and 84% from the foul line, while averaging 18 points in 17.2 minutes per game. That's outstanding, by the way.
It's not bad, yeah.
That's a point a minute
it's really great, yeah.
That's great. I mean, your stars play 40 minutes a game. They don't average 40 fucking points, so that's pretty goddamn good.
And you got a 24-second shot clock, so in 2 minutes,
that's not bad.
2 possessions.
It's pretty goddamn good.
And one of those, he's putting a bucket in. That's not bad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Bulls, who had lost 7 of their previous 9 games before Dailey's return, not coincidentally, Michael Jordan was out with a foot injury during that span, won 3 of their next 6, including an upset at Denver sparked by Dailey's 14-point third quarter. He heats up.
Yeah.
The Chicago coach, Stan Albeck, said, if we would have had Quintin, we would have won some games that we lost earlier in the season. They were that close. In the clutch, Quintin wants the ball. They said the Bulls obviously are happy with Quintin's recovery, but Quintin knows the questions of his character still remain. He said, well, you know what, let's give them it in their own words here, because you want to feel what Quintin's feeling here. Let's feel Quintin's heart. Here we go. In their own words, quote, I know I'm being scrutinized by everyone. I know people are looking for me to fall. If I don't play well, they'll think, oh, he's back on drugs again. Yeah. I'm trying to fight off a cold right now, and people see me sniffing and not playing well. You know what they're going to think. Oh, God.
He's already saying he's got the sniffles? Uh-oh.
He goes, I got a cold. They see me wipe my nose. I'm fucked. Okay, February 5th, 1986. That was December 1st, 85. So 2 months have gone by. Here we go. Dailey absent again. Pistons edge Bulls.
Oh, no.
On the night the Chicago Bulls fell closer to the bottom of the Central Division standings, a final chapter may have surfaced in the troubled story of guard Quintin Dailey. They have fluffed him up good and then knocked his ass down quickly. Dailey failed to appear for Tuesday night's 117-115 loss to the Pistons. Ooh. Close game, too. As Chicago dropped within a half game of last place with Indiana here. Within a half game of last place, Indiana. Earlier this season, Dailey missed 12 games while undergoing treatment. We all know that. During an 11-day stretch last month, the 4-year veteran missed 3 practices and a team flight. That was back then. Okay. Now, they say this time, though, I guess this was last month. This was in January. During an 11-day stretch, he missed 3 practices and a team flight. His whereabouts were still unknown after the game. Bulls Vice President of Operations Jerry Krause is awaiting a ruling by the NBA, but said it's possible that Dailey has played his last game for Chicago. He said, there are rules pertaining to what can be done to players coming out of a drug clinic. We've been told by the league that it doesn't have to answer to what can legally be done in this situation, but we believe we have an argument there, meaning we can get rid of him even though he came out of this program. Krause said, if Quintin has an excuse, it better be without reproach. We'll do what we can according to the rules. Then he said 2 days later he issued Dailey a, quote, final warning. At the very least, the Bulls will suspend Dailey. He will be fined 1/82nd of his $325,000 salary for missing the game and an unspecified sum for changing his phone number without notifying the club. He went underground. Wow. Krause said, why wouldn't he call us? I don't know. If you find him, ask him. But we're not going to look for Quintin Dailey. He has to come to us now.
Yeah.
They're done even looking for him. Wow. Less than 4 hours before the game Tuesday, a female identifying herself as Lois Stafford, that's not his wife, called the Chicago Stadium and told trainer Mark Fiel that Dailey was in the process of fixing a flat tire on his way to the game. The Bulls haven't heard from Dailey since an early afternoon practice. He just disappeared. He'll be there soon and never showed up.
And then tried to say, I got a flat tire?
That was the beginning of it, was he's got a flat tire and he's going to be late, and then he just didn't show up for days.
I won't be here.
Nope. One of the Bulls players, Gene Banks, said it's hard to comment on this. It could be something serious. Even if it's not, I'm not a perfect human being to criticize someone. He's like, I ain't saying shit.
Yeah. Also,
I could
maybe
fuck
go
up
help
any
your
day
buddy.
now.
He's been out there for a few days.
February 6th, 1986. Quintin Dailey again enters drug rehabilitation center.
Oh, there was no flat tire at all?
Jesus, I don't think so. Well, he sniffed it all out. That's why it went flat, because he thought there was cocaine in it and was just sniffing it fucking vigorously. Troubled Chicago Bulls guard Quintin Dailey on Wednesday voluntarily entered drug rehabilitation for the second time this season.
Wow.
Spokesperson for the NBA club, for the Bulls, I guess. They could have just put it that way in this article. Jesus. Said Dailey had been suspended without pay this time. Gary Bettman, general counsel for the NBA. Isn't that the guy who was in the NHL later?
Bettman?
The NHL commissioner? Yeah. Wasn't he the NHL commissioner? Gary Bettman? I thought that was the NHL commissioner that every NHL fan I know hates vigorously.
Who is he here?
He is the general counsel for the NBA. That would be that's kind of
a lawyer.
Yeah, that's what Pete Rozelle did before they put him in there too. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that might
That's
be.
him,
is
right?
it 2 T's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be him, right?
Yeah. Has to be the same guy. He's a lawyer for major sports shit. Totally. He said that Dailey has entered the Van Nuys Community Hospital in Van Nuys, California. He said how long he'll be there will be determined by the counselors.
Okay.
Oh, man. Jerry Krause had vowed immediately after the game to do everything possible to get rid of Dailey. However, in a statement released Wednesday afternoon, the club acknowledged the NBA's drug agreement with the Players Association prohibited such action.
Right.
So you can't kick a guy when he's down rule.
Certainly.
However, the club says if after his release from the current stay at the center, he violates NBA drug status for a third time, he'll be barred from the NBA for a minimum of 2 years. Oh, yeah. So he did that. Wow. So the coach, Stan Albeck, said, I can't write off Quintin Dailey at this point because I don't know everything.
Right.
That's it. Immediately after the loss to Detroit, Krause was mad at Dailey, and that's when he said, we'll do everything within our legal bounds, put him on waivers or release him outright. I'm fed up with him. He's let me down, his teammates, the franchise, and this city. I'll do everything this league will allow us to do. Huh. Jesus Christ. Dailey, the NBA's number 2 leading scorer coming off the bench with 16.3 points a game. Great six man. Still not helping. Wow. February 11th, 1985. This is in the Evansville Press. This is pretty funny, but it's from a guy named Gene Collier, it's a service, a wire story. The car connection. Is there a link between breakdowns and cocaine?
What does that mean?
That's hilarious. Listen here. Rare is the day that some government research group, local organization, or private moneyed person does not announce the commissioning of some new study to determine something. For example, whether yaks in captivity will mate with the lights on. Presumably, it's only a matter of days then until someone finally takes a hard look at the suspected link between cocaine abuse and car trouble. The day after Quintin Dailey phoned the Chicago Bulls saying that a flat tire had caused him to miss a game, he entered a drug rehabilitation program for the third time.
Yeah.
You'll remember soon after Chuck Muncy said he had his tire slashed and missed a San Diego Chargers flight to Seattle, he tested positive for cocaine.
Okay.
You'll remember further that within weeks of the time Steve Howe said his wife inadvertently took his car keys, causing him to show up late for a Los Angeles Dodgers game, Howe had a recurrence of his drug problem. Yeah, guys don't show up. They make excuses for it because you do it once and they understand everybody's human.
Yeah.
But you can't keep it together. The drug problem in sports is brutally complex, but as bold a first step toward resolution, I suggest warning labels on all cars beginning with the 1987 models.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your tires. Okay. So from here, April 3rd, 1986, Dailey's season ended by drugs, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's pretty fucked. Krause said, I read positive in that this young man wants to rehabilitate and cares about straightening out his life. Most guys come back too quick. Yeah, like you brought him back too quick because Jordan's foot was hurt, for Christ's sake. Okay, so this year he plays in 35 games, starts at 0. He was playing 20.7 minutes a game, which is a career low for him, and 16.3 points a game. So,
and he would have had more games and more points, but he had to go to rehab, right?
Yeah, that's how it goes. So May 1st, 1986.
Uh-oh.
Dailey to be counselor, the Chicago Tribune says.
Of what?
Bulls guard to help out hospital drug program.
Oh,
you need to be.
shit.
He still needs to be in the drug program. Never mind counseling
He's not
people.
done yet.
No, you're fucking simmering, buddy. Quintin Dailey apparently wants to make the most of his last chance. That's the words from his agent, Eloise Saperstein, who said Dailey will begin training Thursday to become a counselor in the drug program at the Van Nuys Community Hospital in California.
Wow.
Saperstein said he'll be released from treatment soon. He's still in treatment. What the fuck is happening? He's planning on spending the summer out there. He and his wife, Angie, sold their place in Wheeling. Wheeling?
Pennsylvania or Virginia?
West Virginia? Fuck. Why the hell is he doing that?
Why did he have that?
There's got to be another Wheeling. There has to be another Wheeling. Has to be.
Is there a Wheeling, Illinois?
Or fucking probably, or Wisconsin or Indiana or some shit like that. Dailey's stormy 4-year career with the Bulls is at a crossroad. I would say so. For the record, I can't say anything definitive about Dailey's situation, said the owner of the team. But yeah, it looks like he's going. Now, Gary Bettman, NBA general counsel and head of their drug program, said it's their option. We're not going to rule that somebody has to exercise the option. The league is not involved with the issue of whether a team will play him next year. There are lots of reasons why a player is not chosen to play. It might be attitude, leadership, ability, age, talent, whatever. Maybe a team just doesn't think he can help them. So according to his agent here, Dailey would be better off with a fresh start away from Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said the team is tired of, who is this talking? The team is tired of, this is her. The team is tired of Quintin's problems. The fans are tired of Quintin's problems. The media is tired of Quintin's problems. I think it would be better for him to try and come back in a new environment. Okay. I would say so. Yeah, that's right. She also said there's no question the athletic talent is there. There will always be there. The main concern now for Quintin Dailey is getting better as a human being. Mm-hmm. All right, June 18th, 1986, Bulls declare end to the association with Quintin Dailey. He's done. Yep, he said
it's over?
General manager said, I really don't want to say a lot more than has already been said. We can still match an offer, but he's a free agent.
How about that?
That's it. They're going to drop his ass. Done. So November 21st, 1986, Quintin signs with another team here.
Where did he go?
The Jacksonville Jets.
Who the fuck are they?
Of the Continental Basketball Association.
What?
We've probably talked more about the CBA than anybody else on earth ever has.
Yeah,
all of our NBA players eventually end up in the CBA.
They go there.
Here. Yeah. Yep. Nobody wants him in the NBA. They want to see him play and be clean and not be a dick and show up for games for a year first before they're going to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars at him. So he signed a contract with the Jets and will begin practicing today. Mm-hmm. Dailey's contract with the Bulls, which reportedly paid him $325,000 a year, was not renewed. So there you go. Dailey said, I'm really happy to have the opportunity to play for the Jacksonville Jets. Right now, I'm taking it one day at a time, and I plan to play as hard as I can. He saw Bull Durham in the interim there, and he's like, okay, one day at a time, and God willing, play as hard as I can. November 26th, 1986, desperate Clippers willing to gamble on Dailey.
Really?
This is 5 days after he signed with Jacksonville. They signed him. Yep, they're ready to play here. Wow. So they send him an offer sheet because they have a bunch of injuries. If all goes as expected, he should be in uniform as early as Sunday when the Clippers play the Lakers at the Forum. Wow. They said, we've offered him a contract. His agent has received it and is reviewing it. We'll talk again tomorrow here. No terms were disclosed. We can say it's probably not much since he's currently playing for Jacksonville.
Yeah, we could say we hold all the cards. He has nothing to play here.
We'll minimum his ass. They said he left today and was going to Chicago to pack some personal belongings and to talk to his agent. He wants to be suited up for the Laker game on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Dailey was still trying to get to Chicago Tuesday night to review the offer sheet with his agent. She said, I expected him at 10 p.m., but he called from the airport in Atlanta and said they had terrible weather and couldn't get clearance to take off. I'm expecting him by midnight. I haven't received the car trouble. That's what I just heard. Plane trouble he's got. Yeah. That's all I heard. In my head. Oh, the weather, the plane's got a flat and it can't pull off.
Yeah, my girlfriend's in a car accident.
She's in a plane crash. I mean, I think I have to shit. I don't know what's going on. I'll be there. Don't worry.
My girlfriend's plane is it's overheating.
Yeah, that's how it goes there. The windshield wipers don't work.
Yeah.
Since the Bulls retain the rights to Dailey when he presents a signed offer sheet from the Clippers to Chicago, the Bulls have 14 days to decide if they want to A, match the offer sheet and re-sign him, match it and trade him, or not match it and lose him without compensation. Mm-hmm. Okay. Asked whether the Bulls will match the offer, Jerry Krause said, no comment. You can speculate all you want. Okay. But the Clipper president said they've previously indicated that they plan to let him go. If all goes right, we'd like to have him here as quickly as possible. Jesus Christ. Okay. He signed an $8,000 contract with Jacksonville last Thursday. $8,000. So it's going to be better than that.
$8,000?
$8,000 was his contract.
Boy.
Wow. They said he's clean and serious about playing basketball. As far as I know, he hasn't used any drugs, and he said he's gotten away from that, and I hope he has.
Clean and serious.
Clean, serious, and everything else. His agent said, I think he has the drug problem well under control. I think he understands his problem and deals with it. He told me he takes it one day at a time.
That's the answer.
Yes. You and every other person in AA, says that same answer. So that's both good and also a bit of a cop-out in my book.
I mean,
it's both. It's both. It's good.
It's the only way to succeed.
Yeah. No, it is. That's the thing.
The steps. I'm just saying that plan of taking it one day at a time, that's the only way to succeed.
Yeah. I think maybe a lot of people have, but a lot of people haven't too. Because AA has like a 5% actual success rate.
Yeah, because they didn't stick to work. One day at a time. You know what I mean?
So it's their fault, not the program isn't flawed.
No,
if you follow it, then it works. But 95% of the people don't follow it correctly. That seems like a flaw with the program.
Other things, but that one day at a time thing, that's literally the way to do it. It's the only way. You can't do one day now and then not tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
You can't also do that for the rest of your fucking life. That's crazy.
That's my point. You have to. You have to do that. Otherwise,
but their whole thing is the rest of your life is always a one day at a time. That's insane. You're
every day you wake up and go, you have to admit it every single day.
You live like a woodland animal if you're living day to day like that. You can't live like that. You know what I mean?
But I guess the alternative is don't get incredibly addicted to.
And that's the problem. If you're incredibly addicted, I guess if that works for you, that's like just a triage thing of, this is better than drugs one day at a time.
Yeah, but the only way to do it is one day at a time. Because
I suppose.
I mean, that's the same with everything, though. It's why they say it like that.
Yeah. I just have some problems with some of those programs.
Sure, but also don't eat Taco Bell. You have to do that one day at a time, James.
Yes, but that's not as addictive as cocaine, unfortunately.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying it's a very basic thing to say. It's a very easy thing to say, and then it makes it seem like it's a very easy thing to do.
I think that's my problem, is it's oversimplified.
Yeah.
It's oversimplified to me, saying, oh, one day at a time. Well, that really dismisses a lot of other factors and things like that. And it's just, okay. Really good, insightful things don't fit on bumper stickers generally. That's the problem.
Yeah,
and
usually,
when you try to make them fit on bumper stickers, you get something that's kind of half-assed, is what I'm saying.
You're right, you lose the message, and you lose the difficulty and the complexity.
That's all I mean. Yeah, and whatever program works for anybody, great. I don't give a shit. Do your thing. I don't care, whatever, if you get all Jesus-y and stuff. Stop talking to me, but I'm happy for you that you're not going to die. I don't need to hear it, but go
do it every
thing.
day.
Do it every day, one day at a time.
Because if you don't do that every day, then you're going to do drugs every day.
That's true. November 27th, 1986, final chance for Quintin Dailey.
Oh, here it is.
This is it.
With the Clippers.
With the Clippers, which is really almost the afterlife at that point. It's barely even another chance, but it's better than $8,000.
Yeah.
From Jacksonville. The Clippers general manager, Elgin Baylor, Hall of Famer, he said if he's willing to help himself, we're willing to help him. Mm-hmm. They said he's got a lot of basketball skills, and if he's willing to concentrate on basketball, he can help himself at the same time. There you go. They said if Dailey doesn't do well with the Clippers, he's got a pretty good in with the Globetrotters.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would say. December 30th, 1986, Dailey back at work. Dailey Black. Still black, Dailey.
Blacks out at work.
Yeah, blacks out at work. Dailey back at work with the NBA's Clippers. So there he is. Mm-hmm. He said it feels good to have the opportunity to play. I'm not going to be Mr. Miracle Worker. I'm just going to come out here and try to contribute.
Sure.
2-year contract for the NBA, minimum of $75,000 a year.
Dang.
So,
it's better than
still
$8.
Better than $8. That's right. They said anybody in the United States would want the minimum, he said about that. He said, I understood the 9-to-5 wages and everything I gave up. He goes, shit, $75,000 in 1986 is good money.
It's great, yeah.
Better than 9-to-5. He said, I'm lucky to get a job like this where I found out the hard way. The Clippers are giving me a great opportunity. Everyone knows it's my last chance. The bottom line is play ball, stay sober, and take care of Quintin Dailey and let the chips fall. I took time out to take care of myself and did a lot of soul searching. I kept out of the media's eye. I kept out of basketball's eye, and I took care of who, Jimmy?
Me.
Quintin.
Yeah.
Quintin takes care of Quintin now. That's how this fucking works. That's good. So Quintin, 86-87, Los Angeles Clippers. Holy shit, are they bad?
Oh, yeah. 18
Wow. 12-70. 12. That is historically awful. Holy shit, that's bad.
That is amazing.
I don't even know how you do that. It seems like you...
It's crazy to be able to remember every win you had.
Yeah, remember that one? That was fun. Finished in dead last, obviously.
Yeah.
Don Chaney's the coach.
Don.
Michael Cage, Cedric Maxwell.
Michael Cage was there.
Yeah, before.
That must be his
he was
rookie
in
year,
Seattle,
huh?
right? After that. Cedric Maxwell, Vernon's cousin, I guess. Benoit Benjamin, Mike Woodson, Darnell Valentine, Larry Drew, Earl Curitan, Rory White, Jeff Houston, Kurt Nymphius, Kenny Fields, Lancaster Gordon. Who the fuck is Lancaster Gordon? Jesus Christ. Tim Kempton, Stephon Johnson.
Stephon Johnson.
Stephon with a D.
Oh.
Stephon Johnson.
Tim Kempton's there?
Tim Kempton, Dwayne Poley. Huh?
Wow.
I have never heard of half of this team.
Yeah. I've got three.
Half of them. This
Kempton,
is crazy.
Page. Yeah.
Wow, they suck. Okay, February 22nd, 1987. Here's a big article here. Quote, rapist, druggie, the past hounds daily. Great. Quintin Dailey can undergo therapy to battle his addiction to alcohol and drugs. He can exercise and diet to shed 23 pounds or fat around his middle, and he can work overtime to regain his scoring touch. He can even consent to countless interviews each day, willfully submitting himself to the arduous task of recounting again and again just what went wrong. Yeah. But try as he might, Dailey cannot escape his troubled past. No. Dailey, or night after night, boorish fans from Seattle to San Antonio have seen to that. He said, quote, you hear it everywhere. You rapist, you druggie, you this and that. Since they paid $18, they figure they've got a right to rag on you. It's the same everywhere.
Yeah.
He said, I'll probably shake it off. Maybe they'll forget after a while, but I doubt it. Everything that happens in the past, and that's where I made my mistakes. I can't bring back none of the past.
None of it.
None of it.
Yeah.
He said, but I can change the future. So that's what he's saying here. He said, Don Chaney, the terrible Clippers coach, apparently, with a 12-win team, said bringing in Dailey was a big gamble. He said, it gave me some stomach problems, and a lot of people raised their eyebrows. I'm very conscious and concerned about his past and whether he'll be able to keep his life together, but the guy can play basketball, and I'm desperate. Finally, somebody's fucking honest. This is the first person who's actually, everybody else goes in this big horse shit. There you go. Bullshit, horse shit, hogwash.
Yeah.
Fucking, dog shit explanation of everything. He said, if the guy can play basketball, I'm desperate.
We
Finally,
need him.
We need it. Not the Bulls going, no, it has nothing to do with Jordan breaking his foot. That's why he came back early. Nothing to do with it. No, we're desperate and we need the fucking guy. So, yeah, they said since his signing, he's been a model citizen on and off the court. In 19 games to date, he's averaged 9.3 points, 1.3 assists on almost 17 points of play, has hit 79% of his free throws, and I guess has shown up on time, which is a big deal here. Chaney said he's still got it. He's slowly getting his touch back. He just needs to relax a little and try not to take on so much of the offensive load. Well, it's such a bad team, you'd feel like you have to. Christ. They said Dailey has been equally impressive in his private life, mindful of the scrutiny afforded an admitted addict. He's careful to be on time for all meetings, buses, or planes, and arrives several hours early for every practice or game. Practices at what, 4? I'll be there at like 1:30 just to make sure I'm not late.
I'll be there the day before.
Oh, man. On the road, Dailey leaves several wake-up calls with the front desk, sets his own travel alarm, and asks his teammates to make sure he doesn't oversleep. Wow. He said, everybody's watching me. There's lots of people who want to see me fall. I'm the child who got too many chances. But don't blame me. It's not my doing. God's the one that gave me the opportunity.
Wow.
He said, I'm the one that messed everything up. Me. Now I've got the chance to come back and do it all right. That's not my fault. If you look at it, I tried every other way to get out of it.
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah.
There he is. What is he saying, Jimmy?
I'm good. I'm good as fuck now. Yeah.
Good now.
Yeah.
Good now. Yeah.
He
said, look, I've got a wife.
Yeah.
And we're expecting a baby soon. Oh, perfect. That won't add any other extra pressure. I've got a family to look out for. This is my job, and it's up to me to provide for them. I had to look out for our best interests. So he's back in there. He said, to tell the truth, this is probably the best place for me. If you think about it, they had drug abuse out here a long time before it got to the East Coast. They know all about it. They understand it. And they know how to treat it. That's what got me in trouble before. Some of those small towns in the Midwest didn't understand my problems. They didn't even want to talk about it. But out here, I know I can get the help I need.
Okay.
All right. March 23rd, 87, USA Today article on him.
Yeah.
Every hotel in America there, someone looking outside their door and picking this shit up.
And sixth grade class had tasked with
current events. Yeah. Quintin Dailey, guard takes new look at past. Yeah. He said, Quintin Dailey smiles easily and often these days. Why not? Or perhaps, how has this come about?
Yeah.
He said Dailey didn't have much to smile about in his first 26 confused, troubled, and controversial years.
Oh.
He says now, quote, I'm happy with myself. I feel like it's my first year and I'm starting all over again. 2 years ago, I couldn't laugh about it. Now I'm taking care of me, my wife, Angela, and future kid.
Oh, and future kid, yeah.
We just pencil him in as future kid. That's his name. He said, I can't do anything about what's happened. I don't want my kid to grow up like I did. I went through so much. I hate to see someone else go through it. I know what it's been like out there alone. Everybody makes mistakes. Mine just compounded. There's no more room for mistakes. That's what they said. No more room. Elgin Baylor said he deserves the opportunity. He said, a gamble? I didn't look at it as a gamble, but there's always the possibility. Meanwhile, when he signed him, he called it a huge gamble.
Right, yeah.
He said, is it a gamble? Yes, it is.
You bet.
And here he says, I didn't look at it as a gamble. Okay. He said, I told them this NBA is where you belong. That's what I told Quintin. This is your livelihood. We went through it with the therapist, with our team physicians, and they assured me he was ready to play in the NBA.
All right.
All right. He said, being young and without parents at a key age, I learned a lot about my life, Quintin says. I learned the hard way. My attitude was, I'll do it myself. I don't need no help. Now I let people inside. I'm trusting.
Yeah. He's David Cross in Scary Movie, James.
He's right, yeah. Yeah. He said he used to be a loner. He said, you never get where you're going to get when you you never know what you're going to get when you dealt with Quintin Dailey. He didn't know either. He said, I didn't want to live with me. You didn't know what would trigger me. Some people would tell me I was a walking time bomb. I went to war with the public and myself.
Oh.
He said, it haunts me, but I understand it now. It's the past. I do care about people, and it's sad. It never came across. You read things and say, damn, that's not me. I had to get to the league, and I was ready to die. I felt like a 50-year-old man at 23. I had everything I wanted. He said suicide came in my head, but when the odds are against me, I fight. So you piss him off enough, and he's ready to fight here. That's what he said here. He's got his wife, Angela, and she's in his corner. They met through her cousin, I guess. And, he said that she's a tough lady, and that's that. It's been hard, but well worth it, is what Angela says, who is Reggie Jackson's niece, by the way.
It's unbelievable.
That's crazy. She said, I'm a football fan. I didn't know him. I had heard about him, but I didn't associate it. My friend said, that's Quintin Dailey, the Quintin Dailey. It still didn't impress me. I thought if he was somebody, he'd be Larry Bird or someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny. She's like, my uncle's Reggie Jackson. Like, you got to be a star. Hit 500 home runs, then talk to me. Hall of Fame type shit. Get a nickname, Mr. October. Some.
Have movies try to give you cameos so that the audience goes, holy shit.
Yeah. Was he tasked with killing the queen? Didn't think so. Fuck him. So she said that she sees her husband as a more confident and happier than in the last 2 years, and he acts and looks just like one more nervous father-to-be.
Yeah.
Dailey, who named his media image Mr. Mean, that's how he acted apparently, says his rehabilitation helped him realize a lot of his pent-up anger. He said, it was a sad situation, but I was fortunate. A lot of people have gone through it and didn't live to tell about it. I don't know how I made it. It was frightening. Clippers guard Larry Drew, who considers Dailey a best friend of his, said, I hadn't really known him personally, but he's a heck of a guy. Yeah, he said they hang out together on the road, and he said he was surprised with how good of a personality Dailey had. Yeah. He said, I knew he had the talent. It was just whether he was over his personal problems, and he has got a great sense of humor and keeps us loose. Teams need that, especially us. If you can't laugh at yourself, what can you laugh at when you're 12 and 70?
How dare you laugh at anyone else if you can?
Exactly. Yeah. That's a good way to put it, too. Dailey said he wasted the first 4 years of his career. He said, I think a lot of people are tired of hearing about me, but I don't worry about what they think now. He said, everyone was scared because of my past getting into trouble. I could understand where they were coming from. I can't get mad at anyone. Yeah. I did it, and it'll hang over me until I prove people wrong. Right. If I miss practice, everybody goes back to San Francisco. Okay. Basically, I miss practice, I'm out. I'm going back home. So here we go. This is fun here. They have the Dailey file here, where they gave him basically a little resume on him kind of thing, but personable shit here. Likes. I'm a prankster. I like to joke. Also miniature golf, cartoons, the Sledgehammer TV show. He's super into the Sledgehammer TV show.
The guy from Masters of Mayhem or Masters of Menace.
Oh. What?
Sledgehammer TV show was
Sledgehammer
that blonde
was an
guy,
80s.
right?
Yes. Yeah. Was it Shadow Stevens? Or was he involved? Or a guy who looked like Shadow Stevens?
It's the guy that looked. But that biker movie I've been telling you about, David Rashi, that's his name.
Yes.
That biker movie that I was telling you about, that's the guy that's the That's the lead biker in it. It's called Masters of Menace, I think.
Yeah, oh, that was shitty when we were talking about. Yeah.
It's a terrible movie. Yeah, that's him. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was a...
He loved that guy's show?
He loved Sledgehammer. That's what he was... That show was on for maybe 2 seasons,
2 seasons, at best.
Assembling model cars and planes?
I loved model cars. But
I did
planes,
too.
I don't know about
When I was 11, they were cool. Yeah. Movies, bowling, arcades, shooting pool, doing things with kids. Quote, they're the future, and I'm a kid at heart.
What is he, 15? What is he doing?
What is going on? That's what I'm saying. All this shit adds up to, it sounds like a 15-year-old having a good time. Is roller skating going to be in there soon? Laughing and smiling, junk food, especially potato chips. Yeah, he said this sounds like a fucking 15-year-old.
Do you also love hanging at the mall?
And Gatorade. Okay. Family, wife Angela. He said, my world is wrapped around me and her. Baby due next month.
Yeah.
Okay. Education, no degree. His home, he's renting a 2-bedroom house in the Hollywood Hills at this point. Yeah. And that's what's going on here. Okay. Now, this year with the Lakers, 49 games played, 5 started, 18.9 minutes a game. He averages 10.6 points, 1.7 rebounds, 1.6 assists. So not too great. June 2nd, 1987, the Clippers have retained the rights to Quintin Dailey. Oh. Would have been a free agent if they didn't exercise their option, but they exercised their option, and he says that he savors another chance after battle with drugs. He's all ready to go again. His whole entire thing is, I'm good now. He goes from, I'm good now, to I completely fucked up, I completely fucked up, then he's good now, good now.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. Yeah. Like, he's a classic crime and sports guy. He says that I found out you are by yourself when you're using drugs and alcohol. It's only one person in a coffin, and there's no double coffins. It's just you. Wow.
Yeah, they do not have a love seat coffin. He's right.
No.
Yeah.
He said, that's the message I try to get across to people. You can believe me or not, but I know my life is a true story.
Okay.
He said he's found himself. And he's ready to run with the Clippers. Wow. He knows it's his last chance, and he won't fuck it up. He said he hasn't used drugs in 18 months. He's been married and has a baby daughter, so he won't junior her up. That's good. He said, I'm happy. I feel good about my personal life, and I'm excited about playing basketball again. After 5 years of being a wonder around the league, I can go back to being just Quintin. That's right. He's been speaking. He spoke at Simi Valley High School.
Oh.
He's been doing speaking gigs about drugs.
He's all L.A.
All L.A. He said, I got through high school all right, but in college it was a different scene. There were parties and marijuana and cocaine. I know now it was just a way for people to help, to keep me at their level. I was a star athlete and it brought me to them. But I had the feeling that nothing could beat me. If I ran into a 6'11" guy on the court, I'd just dunk right over him. I had to let cocaine beat me in order to win. When I did, it was a gorilla jumping on my back and it wouldn't get off. I suppressed all the feelings I had about myself. I had always been strong-willed, and I thought that was a real asset to me in sports, but it hurt me in this, meaning drugs, to be so stubborn. You don't want to admit you're scared. You don't want to admit you're worried about how you might fit in. And he said the lesson is to not be afraid to be yourself.
Yeah, that's a great...
Don't be afraid to... But what if yourself is a guy who loves to do coke? Then what's your problem?
Then you better be afraid to be yourself.
And you got to be afraid, yeah. He said that, that's how it is. Just be yourself, he said. Other people have the same feelings. So what if you don't fit in? Just be the best you can be. He said that my best will no longer include drugs. And then he says my favorite thing, I'm high on life now. Which I have to write down because that's a great title for this show. High on Life. Yeah, that's the one. High on Life now. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm high on talking to people and trying to help them out. Wow. That's wild. He said, I went through it and I just want to get involved. Going through what I did, I think you can get people's attention. All you can do is talk to them, be honest, and hope they get the message. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
He said, I know high school is an important time for you. I can remember everything in my high school that my high school coach told me. You've got a lot of things going on in your life right now. You've got a lot of decisions to make.
Right.
He said he had trepidations about bearing his soul, but he said now he's doing great. He's public speaking and he's loving it.
Terrific.
He said, I'm just trying to make a life for myself and my family in the game. 87-88 Clippers here. Okay.
Sure.
They finish, Jesus Christ, this is an embarrassment, 17-65.
They're not getting much better.
This is while the Lakers are in the midst of a dynasty.
Yeah.
So imagine you're in LA and they're so fucking bad, and the Lakers are so fucking good.
Yeah. This is probably about the time that Bowden wrote the joke about telling people he plays for the Clippers because even he lives in LA and he can't name 3 that play for the Clippers.
The Clippers.
Yeah.
And this is also, man, this is like, it must have been kind of fun to be a fan, though, because you could probably buy any ticket and go sit courtside. Nobody would care. No one's buying those fucking seats.
Delivered them pizza on the bench.
They wouldn't have given a shit. Yeah.
No.
This is Coach Gene Shue. Wow. And they are 22nd of 23 in the league in attendance as well.
Ooh.
They drew all season 345,589 people.
Wow.
That is a disgrace.
Bleak.
That is fucking bleak. And their roster is really bleak. It's the same as last year, except add Greg Kite to the equation and fucking add a goofy white guy and a couple other people here. Steve Burt with 2 T's. Okay. Wow. Interesting. October 22nd, 1987. Dailey's, quote, supplier gets 7-year jail sentence.
Oh, fuck.
As an admitted drug dealer tells it, he was only doing a favor when he supplied cocaine to, quote, my friend Quintin Dailey. Oh, my God. But federal drug agents who monitored at least 2 meetings between Dailey, now a member of the Clippers, and his avowed Chicago cocaine source, Johnny Miner. Johnny Miner? Like a young person, not a person who, gets ore. Yeah. Johnny Miner suggests the relationship was less than friendly on occasion. They say they saw Miner attempting to muscle Dailey during one meeting at Chicago Stadium.
Yeah.
Dailey's relationship with Miner, a former University of Nebraska football player, came to light Tuesday when Miner was sentenced in U.S. District Court to 7 years in prison on drug charges. They said, the judge said, the fact that you supplied narcotics to Quintin Dailey and that Quintin Dailey was a consenting buyer was no defense in this case. Oh. No name dropping in cocaine sentencing. Wow. He also, Miner, who once aspired to play in the USFL, had pleaded guilty to charges that he conspired to sell a kilo of coke for $42,000 to undercover agents in Chicago.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. He also says, and this is funny here, January 3rd, 1988, coke gave him someone to talk to.
Ha!
Cocaine's my only friend. That is amazing.
Cocaine gave me someone to talk to.
That is fucking amazing. And this is a fluff piece.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a ball of cotton candy. It's so fluffy. You could condense it down to nothing. St. Louis Post-Dispatch, January 3rd, 1988. Big block letters, rehabbed.
Yeah.
Rehabbed. And then under it, Quintin Dailey, ex-bad guy, overcoming troubled past.
Absolutely.
Let's get fluffy, everybody. Yeah. Whatever he's making out in L.A. has afforded him a publicist, I'll tell you that much.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. They said that guard Quintin Dailey of the Clippers used to figure that cocaine was his only friend. Of course it wasn't. It was his worst enemy. Dailey
but at least
said,
they can talk to each other.
At least now we have like a civil rule. If I see cocaine at a party, I'll nod to cocaine, but I won't we won't have a long conversation.
It's
we go our separate ways. Yeah, if I meet him like around the dip or something, we both got a chip, I'll say what's up, but we're not really looking to hang out with each other.
Coke is my frenemy.
My frenemy. He says, I'd be dead or in jail if I hadn't stopped doing coke. He said, cocaine gave me someone to talk to. All I wanted to do was tell someone how I felt. A drug can't talk back to you, so it became my best friend.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I'd never get high with anyone else. I'd lock myself in a room and do my coke alone. I snorted and freebased.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's not a problem.
No good at all. They said, no, he's been a model citizen. He's doing great. He said, I don't want anyone to have any reason to think I'm on drugs. If I have a cold and a runny nose, I don't want people to think I'm using drugs. Right. Sure, I've been offered drugs since I left rehab. I guess people figure that I was on coke once and they can make some more money off me, but I just walk away. I look at it like I've been down that road before and it leads to nowhere. I'm only 26, but sometimes I feel like I've already lived a lot longer than that.
Right.
He says now he's committed to staying sober and living his life with his wife, Angela, and their daughter. Yeah. Holy shit. I love this name, by the way.
Cocaine?
It's so much sillier than that.
All right.
Imagine if he had a son after hearing this. His daughter's name is Quincy Angela.
He wanted it so bad.
So bad. He said, Quincy's the second best thing that ever happened to me. My wife is the first. She stuck by me through all of this.
Don't say that.
Right? Angela said, a lot of people said, you should leave him. He'll never get off drugs. But drug addiction's an illness. I wouldn't leave him if he had cancer.
Yeah.
But I also let him know that I wouldn't go through this 100 times. He didn't do this to hurt me. I know he really loves me. One difference is I think he has more confidence in himself. This baby makes him feel needed. That's great. You should have children to fill holes in your own shit. That's what that's healthy.
But
that's
she's still
healthy.
the second most important thing to me.
Second, only a second.
Welcome to the world, number 2.
Yeah, what's up there, what's up there, silver medal? How you doing?
How do you do, Deuce?
Because his parents died at such a young age, he wants to be a good father. This is the first baby he's ever been around, and it makes him feel needed. Now he realizes that he's important. Mm-hmm. The team officials say that Dailey has had a positive impact on the Clippers, and they're trying to rebuild their image as well. The terrible coach, who's probably soon to be fired since he had won 17 games, Gene Shue, said, I judge a person by what he has done. I'm certainly aware of his past, but he has done a good job here, and I hope he stays the same way. Yeah. And Quintin said, if I have time, I'll speak to anyone about drugs. Maybe I can help a kid not go through the things I went through. He said, I was scared. Everything has been settled, but I was still going through a lot of grief. I was torn up inside. I didn't talk to anyone on the team during my first 3 months of my rookie year. I only had one friend. Cable TV.
Oh.
Fucking cable now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Me and Chris Berman were pals. Who's he, the fucking cable guy now?
I only had one friend, Magnum PI. Besides that, we are...
I played Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam.
I only had 2 friends, Bo and Luke Duke. Besides them, God.
Competition with them over that chicken, the cutoffs.
Yeah. I think that was their cousin, so he would have had her free and clear. Yeah. That was Daisy. They were cousins.
Were they
that was
not
Uncle Jesse's girl.
Were they not?
No, that was Uncle Jesse's daughter. They were first cousins.
Yeah.
Even, I get that in real Hazard County, probably. But on TV, no.
Can't do it, right?
No, I'm sure that was in the original script, and they were like, you can't have them fucking her. Come on, that's their cousin. Now, they were always sticking up for her because she would, punch somebody at the bar she worked at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, they said he also had drugs. He said, cocaine helped me to fill a void in my life. I never used drugs while I was playing. Bullshit. Mm-hmm. I'd get high the day before the game, but it stays in your system. Oh, I don't know if he got high before the game, but I'm sure I thought he meant during the season. I was like, come on. He said, everyone wants to be well-liked, and when I first came into the league, I was the worst thing people had ever laid eyes on. I'd walk into a restaurant, and people would look at me and get up from their table, because of the rape charge and all. Right. He said, I was always prejudged the wrong way, but I helped out too. I did my share of stupid things. People said I was a bad boy, and I said, I'll show you what a bad boy I am.
Oh, boy.
But I hurt myself more than I hurt others.
Right.
Instead of taking it out on others, I took it out on myself. I couldn't see the positives. I only saw the negatives. I thought if I won games, I could win the hearts of the people. I worked so hard that I was hyperventilating. He said the first time he checked into a drug clinic, he underwent attack therapy.
What?
This is an old thing that they used to do, actually. This was a thing that they did. Now they realize this is absolutely not the thing to do. you'd sit in a room and everyone would verbally attack you. You just basically sit in the middle. It's like Scientology, basically, is what you do. It's just same exact thing as Scientology. That's what they do in Scientology. Awesome. They sit you down and have everybody yell horrible shit at you and try to break you. He said, it was wrong for me, but I went through it. The Bulls told me I had to go to therapy. Wow. This Bulls spokesman said they won't talk anything about him anymore. No. They're not saying shit. His drug counselor at the ASAP clinic said he wasn't ready when he left the program the first time. Some people need to stay in for a little longer. Now I think he wants to make a change. He feels better about himself. He moved to Los Angeles on his own after he was discharged from the clinic because he wanted to complete his outpatient care. They said he also developed close relationships with drug counselors that he's had. He said, all my life I've been looking for friends. Rex is my friend. So I grabbed onto him. All my life, I've had people who wanted to be friends, but I couldn't tell the good from the bad. And one of his counselors, Richard Knight, said, I'm very proud of Quintin. He's an excellent example of the fact that people can turn their lives around. He's very helpful to others in the program. When someone has walked down that road before, he can be helpful to others. Elgin Baylor said, I felt Quintin's chances of beating his drug problem were far greater than other guys. He worked hard to lick this thing. Most guys only spend 6 weeks in rehab because their teams need them back. I'm no expert on drugs, but I don't see how anyone with a serious drug problem can be cured in 6 weeks. But he was in the drug clinic a lot longer. Finally, someone who's like, I'm no expert, but that seems silly, right?
6 weeks is awfully fast.
That's awfully fast to fix your whole life, and just turn it all around. That year, I guess, he's played in all these times. The Boston Celtics coach, K.C. Jones, said, Quintin Dailey's a piece of work. Yeah. Okay, because I guess he played well against them. He scored a season-high 23 points in a loss to Boston, but K.C. Jones called him a piece of work out there. So he's playing good defense. He's hustling. He said that he said, sure, I had the money, nice clothes, a Mercedes, but I didn't have anyone to share it with. I had a lot of material things, but they don't fill a void. No. I was lonely.
Yeah.
Now, his wife, Angela, is a former Chicago fashion model.
Nice.
Married July 20th, 1985. He said that, that's his whole thing now. She said, a friend of mine said, you're going out with Quintin Dailey, the drug addict and rapist? It's a nice bubble to have under you there. Yeah. I didn't say anything, but I asked Quintin about it, and he told me the whole story.
Oh, nice.
She said, I don't think I'm going out with the drug addict rapist. Hey, are you the drug addict rapist, Quintin Dailey? Well,
you might be mistaken, but I'll ask him.
I'll ask him.
Yeah.
She said, he really opened up. I had faith in him, and if that's what he said, that's the way it was. He hadn't lied to me. But he didn't tell her he had a problem with drugs, so he was lying to her. Yeah. She said after he entered rehab 3 months after the wedding, she said, I was floored. He never did drugs at home and never did drugs around me. I didn't have a lot of knowledge about drugs at the time, and I didn't think drugs would be a problem. I thought you get off and then you're off. That's it. You're fine. Reggie's not a drug guy, so I don't know what these athletes are doing. She stayed with relatives while he was in rehab and attended family support meetings at the clinic. She said that everything seemed fine after he was released, but it wasn't. She was on her way from work to watch a Bulls game when Dailey's agent called her on a car phone. Wow, that's expensive back then, and said that Quintin wouldn't be at the game. She said, I thought something happened to him, but she caught a plane to California and remained there while he underwent treatment once more. Then Dailey's struggles seemed to have strengthened the bond between them. Angela said, he started to tell me his feelings and has opened up more. We've gotten a lot closer. I realized that he didn't do this to hurt me. I know that he really loves me and I really love him. And as long as he has Sledgehammer, I think he can get through it.
Is that what she said?
She did not say the last line of that, no. But
he's got Coke and Sledgehammer.
As long as he's got Sledgehammer and Gatorade and fucking all that other horse shit he was doing and eating and model airplanes and bowling and whatever else.
And his friends at the mall.
Yeah. So there you go. Let's end it there.
Wow.
Next week he will be emceeing an event called Rap for Peace, which is pretty fucking awesome. So we'll get into who's involved in that. As you can imagine, that'll be pretty funny in 1988. So Quintin is This is Quintin's rubber game here. Like, it could have gone either way, and now we'll find out if he can keep this up in part 3.
He's really getting into rap at the right time because it's about to be the least peaceful form of music.
Yeah, no, he's not rapping. He's the MC, not NMC.
Oh boy,
he's the MC in terms of bringing to the stage right now. This guy.
Oh my word!
Not like I'm an MC.
Yeah.
Let me give you a rhyme here.
Jesus.
So there we go. There is Quintin Dailey, part 2, and we have plenty more Quintin Dailey. 3 will be the last part of Quintin Dailey, so it'll be a little. Like the first 3 Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think it's a little kind of an epic. This was the rubber
trilogy.
Game.
Yeah.
So nice little trilogy. It'll be interesting. That'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait for next week. Definitely tune in next week. And also definitely get on whatever app you're on and give us 5 stars. It helps tremendously, helps drive the show up the charts, and just tell everybody, hey, look, people like this show.
Yeah, it's
good.
Yeah.
Head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your merchandise, get your tickets for live small town murder shows. Next show with tickets available. I think Royal Oak, Michigan is about sold out. So I'm not sure if that's got any tickets for May 30th, but on the September 18th and 19th, we'll be in Milwaukee and Minneapolis. Get your asses out there. We love both those places. That'll be a lot of fun. Going to the Pabst in Milwaukee.
Again, we love that place.
It's great. We love that place. And we're going to the State Theater in Minneapolis, which we went to last time, and it was terrific.
Yeah.
So can't wait to get in there. Then we're in Dallas, San Jose, Sacramento, Terrytown, and Boston. Come out to a show. Some of those, like Terrytown's almost gone, so I would get your tickets to those pretty quick too.
It's a nice place, but it's cool. It doesn't seat 2,000, so if you want to go, you better hurry.
850 or something. So it's a small, like an intimate place, but it's an old, cool theater. It's really nice. So come there. Yeah, it's a beautiful place, and Terrytown's a cool little town too.
It is, yeah.
So come out and check all that out, and we might have something extra special going on that show.
That one might be really cool.
It's possible. So either way, get your goddamn tickets now. Do it. So do that. Keep coming out and hanging out with us and doing all that shit. Follow us at Crime and Sports on social media. You can definitely get yourself Patreon. Yeah. That's what I would do anyway. I'm just giving advice from friend to a friend here. Patreon.com.
Better hurry there too. That could sell out also.
Oh, wow. That'd be wild. We're not accepting any more money, everybody.
Sold out.
Sold out. Anybody $5 a month or above, you're going to get everything we put out, including as soon as you subscribe, you're going to get just hundreds of back bonus episodes, almost 400 of these episodes you've never heard before immediately upon subscription. Then you get new ones every other week, 1 Crime and Sports and 1 Small Town Murder.
Right.
This week is no different. For Crime and Sports, you are going to get personal ads. It's back by popular demand.
Yeah.
People have kept asking me, when are we doing more personal ads? So I was like, I guess it's time to do more personal ads. They are coming. This is how people used to try to find love in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s by looking in the newspaper and seeing what sounds good. So, or advertising themselves in the newspaper in 5 lines or less. So that's a lot of fun. Then for Small Town Murder, the poll is still up now, but right now the winner looks like it's going to be the FLDS documentary, the Trust Me False Prophet documentary. The choice is that or Internet Salad, and either way we're going to do the other one the next time,
week,
but the people seem to really want that documentary, so I think that's what we're going to be doing there. Can't wait for that. Patreon.com/Crime in Sports. You get all that, and you also get everything we put out. Crime in Sports, Your Stupid Opinion, Small Town Murder, all ad-free with your Patreon. And on top of that, you get a shout-out at the end of the show, which, holy shit, look at the time. That's right now. Jimmy, hit me with the names of the best goddamn people on the face of the earth that keep this show going. Hit me with them right fucking now.
This executive producer, Gary Howard, checking in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
What up, Gary?
Jen and Charlie, happy birthday, you two.
Happy birthday,
the best
people.
Gals. They're terrific. Ron Bennington from the Ron and Fez show. Do you know that show? He was in Tampa, I think. Fez
I've heard
died
of it before.
A few years ago.
I've heard of the show.
But Ron's now sick.
Really?
It's awful. He's a terrific
That sucks.
guy. Very
that's
funny
terrible.
man.
Oh, shit.
Hang in there, Ron.
No
kick
shit.
its
Hang in
ass,
there.
but I don't know. It's tough stuff. And Aaron Zinsley, thank you all so much for participating in this shit. And
thank
being a
you,
part of it.
people. You're
the
wonderful.
Other producers this week, Liz Vasquez, Peyton Meadows, Ryan Bender, Janice Hill, Tashelle Franklin, Laura Turner, Lisa Arnold, Dave Hogg, Courtney Ann, Tiffany Nolt, Keezy Bullock, Jessica Lindsay, Carleton Laughing, Carlton, maybe? It might be Carlton. Carleton? I don't know. How do you spell Carlito?
Maybe it's Carleton.
Carleton.
Like charlatan, but Carleton.
Perhaps. But they're laughing after Chris ruined their life thanks to us. So,
well, Chris, and we don't know what you're talking about. But
Carleton? Carleton.
Carleton. Thank you, Carleton.
Sorry, Brown. Freak 90284.
That's Peloton's biggest competitor, by the way.
Say again?
Carleton. That's Peloton's biggest competitor, Carleton.
Carleton, yeah.
You just drive. It's a lot easier. You don't lose as much weight, but it's easier.
Catch up, fuckers.
Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean
Pedal
to interrupt
faster,
you.
pussies.
That's the most ridiculous thing I could think of. So.
Jessica would know last name. Amy Hardy. Brenz would know last name. Stephanie Blank. Brandon Dunn. TMV 782. Nikki Lynch. Z would know last name. Melissa Duran. Renee Kennedy. Brianna Wallum. Kevin Craddock, Haley Levy, Maria would know last name, Riley K, Kate L, Katie L, Victoria Bean, Teresa Klapotek, Klapatopi. Rachel would know last name, Elliot Morey, Diane Schanzenbach, yeah, that's
Some
it.
Tough names this week.
Amanda would know last name, Annie Ann, Jason Dillon, Cole would know last name, somebody named Just Listening, that's not their name, Deanne Mather, or Dina? Yeah, it's Deanne, right? Nikki Mendoza. Brittany would know last name. Aaron D. Ryan B. Alicia Pendergrass. Courtney Dobbs. Natasha Parks. Nettie would know last name. Maria Louisa Dowling. Marie Louisa. T. Sardine. Stacy Pulver. Callie Lawson. D&K Kime. Yeah, there's no L there. Delaney. With no last name. Gwen Knutson. She donated twice. So she has two of these goddamn things. Thank you, Gwen.
Canuter. Thank you.
Patrick Lobb, Joanne Craig, Mike Asher, Sarah Wells, Karen Hall, Chris with no last name, Rossi Houston, maybe Rosie with two S's, Dawn Hammond, Natasha Prada, Ashley with no last name, Jay Day, Lottie Grimes, Cameron Shack, Carly Watson, Sharice Maxwell, Gregory Busby, Eleanor Jurgens, K and J, the letters K and J, or just KJ, Brianna Denew, Bobby Sparrow, Tyler Grizel, Leslie Ariza, Walter Turner. Holy fuck. Katie C. April B. Brian Laventure. Like adventure. So Laventure? Hey, Triple E.
It's French adventure. La Venture. La Adventure.
Lysandra Tharp, Bob Cote, or Cote. Peace Up, Toes Down. Christian Zumberchuk. Luke Garashko, Carly Bernstein Feld, Jake Turner, Rebecca Levlight, Melissa Billings, Heidi Arneson, Kevin Adams, Fabio Alcantar, Michael Castillo, Sarah Lambert, CPR Fax, Emily Cazzetto, Weirdo 5 of 7. That means there's 7 of them. But the fifth one, James, that's the one that matters.
That's the real weird one.
Charlie K, Valerie Kelsey, WW, Xavier Smith, and Natalie Friesen, Karen Buswell, MST Jeepo, Justine Diuge, ACG, Groundhog for Breakfast Special, Paula Blott, Dawn Schleiser. Piang with no last name, Melissa Gottfredson, Tanya K, Ellie Belly Bean, Megan Williams, Tracy Noland, Dale Ava, John with no last name, Robert with no last name, Cora Lee with no last name, Volcab with no last name, Collie Mom, H&M, Shanna Kibler, Angela Odegaard, Sarah with no last name, Brian Wood, Whitney Legate, Bixels with no last name, Mindy Shaw, Brittany with no last name, Laura Kaiser Anderson, Brandis with no last name, Cody Mitch, Tara Worlds, Brittany Seragene, Cloud Gabriel, and Alexandria Roberts, Alicia Leslie, Brett McConaughey, Christine with no last name, Eric Turley, Shamaria Johnson, Crod Blivius, Heather Mauger. Oh, that's Heath Mauger. Heath's been around for a long time. Thanks, Heath.
Fuck yeah.
Drew Swayze, Sean Schrickle, Audrey Pack, The Packer, Summerlin Ortiz, Kelsey Byerly, Hannah Harris, Adel Hansen, When Jesus Attacks. Cameron Smith,
he gets pissed.
like Mars, James. Ben Jamili, Laura Young, ECB, Amity Anderson, EKG 78, Debbie Richens. A lot of Richens lately.
From Corey.
I hope it is not the fam.
No.
Paige DePaula, Chase with no last name, Rita Murray, Mark Gonzo, Ashley Rogers, Laura Larson, Daniel Drury, Marika with no last name, perhaps Merica, Pamela Smith, Curvin Martin, Jack Miles, Blackiston?
No.
Blackiston, not Blackistan. That's not a place.
Blackistan.
Samantha Papa Dionisi, and all of our patrons. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, so much. You fantastic, fucking unbelievable people. We
Wild
can't
folks.
tell you how much we just appreciate what you do for us. Thank you so much. We'll keep pumping out the Patreon stuff and to make it as good as we can. Hopefully you'll keep loving it like you do. And thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for hanging with us. ShutUpAndGiveMeMurder.com is where you get all of the info. You want to follow us on social media, that's where you find it. Everything's there on drop-down, different menus. It's a brand new site. We just redid it. So go check it out and kick around and see what you got there. So that said, live from the Crime and Sports Studios, we will see you next week.
Bye.